Do you guys think that if you're unhappy, that's a good reason to leave a marriage?
I don't think you're gonna be happy all the time. So I don't. It depends. How long have I been unhappy?
Right.
Because my kids are seeing that.
Right.
I think that matters too. Like
Most things, I think
there's a lot of people.
It don't have anything to do with age. Getting married too late. People don't have the intestinal fortitude for marriage. You get up there and say these vows. It's duty and responsibility, time and pain. It's the kids. It's the rearing. It's lineage and legacy. That's a joke in itself.
But is that not part of the kids? So your kids are a direct reflection of you. So if my kids are seeing me unhappy, now what?
What are you talking about?
Because you said happiness in the marriage, because you just said that kids are part of it, right?
Let me explain it to you. You're conflating your happiness with how the kids are treated, right? I'm not even talking about the kids. I'm talking about you being happy, right? I just said that about sex, so don't act like you can't do it about everything else. So now that we have a baseline with that, you can fake it till you make it in front of them kids all the time. Now, kids have discernment. I understand that, but happiness doesn't mean everything has to be egregious in the household. However, we know ebb and flow. Is that a thing, or are we dismissing postpartum?
Postpartum depression is.
Do we have menopause?
Right?
And so you guys go through these ebb and flow periods where your happiness is intrinsically not working.
But that's why I agree.
But I'm just saying, but you put it on the kids. Like, no, answer my question directly based on happiness itself.
I did, but I said it depends on how long I've been unhappy. Raising my kids in a house where there's no happiness is not
selfish.
That's not life goals.
Just for the sake to say I have a husband? Are you serious?
No, you made a commitment under the Most High God, right? Unless you don't believe it.
Who cares about the commitment if I'm unhappy and I'm dying inside?
No, don't interrupt them, Melly. Sorry, Nikki, what you say?
I'm not staying unhappy for 10 months. You talking about 10 years?
Well, I've stayed unhappy for a very, very long time. But who is going to continuously stay in an unhealthy marriage where you're burning inside, you're dying inside, you done forgot who you are, you done forgot your self-worth, and you're just super unhappy, like depressed to that point, just to say I have a husband and I have a family? But
I think that we know how hoes are created. Callie said it earlier. Something about they ain't had their daddy, their daddy didn't love them. That's one. Secondly, most of these hoes been hurt by a man. Just like these niggas that been hurt by women, they become hoes. It's the same thing.
Savage.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Even with what Callie is saying, the lack of love, hopelessness, a deficit, desperation. That's all the same umbrella. I'm desperate for the love of a real man because a man never loved me. So I'm out there searching for the love of a man. But because I don't know how to properly find love from a man because I never experienced it. So now from the worst experience that I've had and the damage that I've had from men, I'm telling you now, I'm only going to use them for what I like them for, because there's no possibility that they could ever even try to love me correctly. And I'm so lost on love, so in the deficit, I'll be desperate. And a lot of women have seen it. The girl come up here, hands. Remember the girl that came up here who was cosplaying a man? She was a whole butch, calling the women male-centered up here. You're trying to become them niggas. Talk about worship when you think you're fucking up a storm because you're a man and you're acting like a man. That's male worship down to the ground.
So the women who are promiscuous, are we saying they're all desperate?
Majority. I'm not saying that, but I know.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like in my point in my life, I feel like I was being groomed to cater to him.
So at 18, when did you guys break up or stop doing each other?
When I was 21, turning 22.
So you went for about 3 to 4 years. How did you upgrade him?
I think that I gave him a different perspective.
Well, you also feel like after you dated him, I upgraded you, and then all these women want you after what I did for you.
Bro, he was 18, bro. Like, you grilling him, bro. What the fuck?
No, it's hard to imagine an 18-year-old girl upgrading a 28-year-old man, but then you left curious, what could you have possibly really done to a man that age? Like, you don't have no money, you 18, you don't have much knowledge, you 18.
But what we're witnessing is cognitive dissonance. So there's no way you admonish the man by saying that you upgraded him and then in another breath say he groomed you. Mm-hmm. Those two things are diametrically opposed. Right? And then you said age don't matter. People could be wise beyond their years. However, when Tamia gave you the bail money about you being 18, you're like, yeah, I was just 18. Nah, because remember you just said that you had the wisdom and understanding of somebody older than that, which is what you would be able to bestow on him. Right? Ooh. So these things are conflicting when we saying them. Did you actually upgrade him, or was you mad and talking shit to him because he cheated on? Are most of us cowards? Are most of us willing to kill and die for our wife and children? Are we willing to defend ourselves? Do we know what it looks like when shit is hitting the fan? Do we know when danger is actually upon us? How many dangerous situations have we been in to tell? Do we know who we are in these ways? I'm gonna just tell y'all this. If you are in a real life situation and a person approaches you after an aggressive conversation, get yourself in a position in which you can defend yourself properly. So don't stay in a position that doesn't give you any advantage but put you at a disadvantage. Don't ever do that. see people picking and choosing, you know? So if I'm going to approach you in an aggressive manner, then I should stay that way. Or else you look bad. That shit look corny. That shit don't look good for men. Because it's like, damn, is there a low-level threat of violence between men for real? But that's the word. We pump faking, we half stepping. That shit take away from our strength, our bravado, when we don't know how this shit's supposed to go. So this is a thing that I just been trying to process, man. Don't sleep on nobody and be ready. Be ready as you can. The man says he got cheated on, and you tell him he's the reason why he got cheated on because she didn't feel like she was getting enough emotional support from him, and you justify him getting cheated on.
And like I said, that's unfortunate. But the person that he
got cheated on, you would have been like, "Girl, that nigga ain't shit."
No, first of all, you don't know me, so you don't know what I would have said. I would have asked, well, what happened? What did you do? What did he do? I would try to get the full story. But to just go on this I hate women train, I'm not about to do that. Like I said, give us the full details. But to just act like everything was just shine the rainbow, sorry, Uno, but it's more to it.
Right.
So I just want you to realize real quick, she was emotionally deprived. You think
and then she entered a relationship with him.
But no, you can't add that speculation on. What we do know, based on what he shared, and somehow you're saying he emotionally deprived her. You think that correlates?
Because before she probably sexually had that experience with that man, she probably emotionally attached herself to him.
Why would you think that?
Because as y'all like to just say that women just go and just be loose and just have sex.
You do. Remember we had the conversation.
But the majority of women, they are going to emotionally, the majority of women going to emotionally attach themselves to a man.
How?
And then have the intercourse.
How do you know that?
Because I know. The same way y'all know. The same way that y'all know everything that y'all done talked about.
No, what I'm saying is, how do you know that, and how can you justify that based on women's behavior?
Because it's statistics. Somebody do the research.
If she has a dream about me cheating, am I at fault now?
You did that shit.
You did that shit, nigga. You did that shit in your past life, man.
Damn, boy. So he got hit with a honey bun and it's his fault. Okay.
That's like a boomerang.
I mean, I don't know his situation. How much would you say yes or no?
Well, she let another man put his penis in her vagina. He didn't ask her to do it. She just went and did it because or whatever.
So, I mean, I don't know how necessarily it's his fault unless he, maybe he's seen the signs and just chose to ignore them. But other than that, like, I'm pretty sure you left after you found out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did the right thing.
Stepping away from it. So, is that an assurance for a partner? Is that an option as well? Like,
fellas,
like open book?
I got you. Real quick. Hey, fellas, if you dealing with a woman and she call you a partner, get up out of there. Okay. Yeah, let me see. Let me log in that joint whenever I feel like it. Yeah, I think that will work for sure. Yo, that accountability helps people too. If you know somebody else is looking at this shit, like how you reply, what you reply to, the bullshit, right? So like, for instance, this might be risky. Callie and I can see it, and my wife. Now, I don't even really look at it that much because I know that they be looking at it. But also, bullshit get flushed. You know what I'm saying? It like take a weight off you, Right? Because temptation killed the cat. Pun intended.
I don't even have a lock on my phone. You can pick up my phone at any moment and go in there looking and see text messages and all of that shit.
Don't get a password. You say delete it, it's gonna be deleted. You mentioned that one of the problems was that you have so much access on social media. Like some of the people can message you, DM, your DMs popping. Him looking at it, is that going to satisfy him that it's confirmed now, or is he just trying to confirm whether or not you're responding back and cheating?
The con to that is that he gonna read all that shit the wrong way for sure.
Every time,
as he should. It ain't never all good.
I was just gonna say something to the effect of, in terms of social media, although primarily I do it for content creation. If my man had an issue with it, I was at it, no questions asked, because I've actually been there, done that.
It calls for strokes. Like somebody will punch you in your shit for talking too much and talking crazy.
It said in the Bible. No, it doesn't say that in the Bible. That also equates to.
I knew it. A fool lips enter into contention and his mouth calleth for strokes. Proverbs 18:6.
Okay.
Because I read this shit. I'm just saying
I did too 5,000 times.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
put him in the fucking bathroom. Get him out.
Share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. it's at. The latest topics and panels and brother don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing jamming tune. It's a community of real and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky, let's go, let's go. This might be risky, no I love you real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Yeah, it's a podcast. It's a podcast. It's a podcast, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels and brother don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing jamming tune. It's a community of real and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky, let's go, let's go. This might be risky, no I love you real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Yeah, it's a podcast. It's a podcast. It's a podcast, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels and brother don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing jamming tune. It's a community of real and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky, let's go, let's go. This might be risky, no I love you real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show.
Yo, check.
It's a stampede! DJ HAMP the Stampede.
DJ HAMP the Stampede.
Yo, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. DJ HAMP the Stampede. Lady Shirelli in the building. What's poppin', cuzzo?
What's up? Good morning.
How you? Everything golden?
How you feeling? Yeah.
I'm doing the right thing.
Enjoying my kid-free life.
Coach talking about
my summer auntie duties is over.
That's
all
what's
the
up.
kids is back in school.
That's what's up. Coach talking about, yeah, him. I got the best guy, man. He just joined the gym, XYZ and all that. Dirt trails, church bells, and slow songs. Bink, 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 bink. Hey, Coach,
But
come
help
on.
you to find the boss. You can't be taking people And then people don't fight the final boss first.
Really, the coach was saying it. Yeah, he put 2 of our guys down. Okay, all right. Well, let's see this. You can't open with that. Don't open with that with me. He put 2 guys down. Right?
I get what you're saying. That's like when people introduce me to a rapper and they be like, he better than J. Cole. Now see you to fuck my ear.
Yeah, so now
this nigga better be the coldest nigga in the world.
Exactly. That nigga liver shifted into his mouth. So needless to say, but he might have shined my shit a little bit.
What's your thing you say? What's your cup say?
Huh?
What's your cup say?
McDonald's?
Oh, they fancy. They got their purple cups now, huh? I thought it said McCafe.
Yeah.
You ain't got no Dunkin'?
Nah, I stopped by Mickey. I ain't feel like waiting in the Dunkin' line. You know how I go.
You been eating them hot McGriddles?
Nah, you know I don't eat pork.
No, that's what I was telling you. They put the chicken patty on the McGriddle now.
Oh nah, I don't eat.
The only thing we could eat on their breakfast menu.
I've been cutting out pretty much all the carbs because I gotta get way down. Excuse me. And I usually don't eat till later, but I had to eat a little something just cause overexerted and shit this morning. But it's all good. Yeah, but don't come in and tell me, yeah, this guy did it. Okay, bazooka. What's good with you though, man? How's everything? How the niggas treat you?
What niggas? Niggas.
Damn, man. Salute to the 80 people in the building. We only got 32 likes. Please make sure the likes match the viewership, man. Salute to everybody in the building. And I want to get right into it, man. So let me see who in the chat.
Something? First, happy anniversary.
To what?
Today is our 2-year anniversary for Whiskey Midday.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
How you know that?
Because I saved the date.
It's the literal day or the week?
It's the week, so it's gonna be Thursday. But 2 years ago, it was Tuesday.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
You see how every year it's another day.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Thursday officially, but it's the week of the Tuesday show.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, 2 years is a long time, especially for this internet content creation game. Especially how so many people relationships tend to ebb and flow, right? People run into issues, create issues that are seemingly not there quite often, right? People make decisions to take things the hard and the wrong way and to not have real relationships. So, yeah, man, that's a hell of a run so far, God damn, man. 2 years, man. You've been getting on my nerves for 2 years. That is crazy, man. That's what's up, man. Perfect. Indeed, man. I love you, man.
For sure. Love you too, man.
All right, let me see.
For sure.
Hold on. I gotta set the goal.
You got clips?
Nah. Nope. I'm just trying to set the goal up.
Instead of saying we got clips, we should start saying we have bubble baths. Everybody in Discord to get it,
Oh. Yeah, if you don't get it, you won't get it, right?
Right.
That's what's up. Let me see in the chat real quick. 2-year anniversary. Let's get it popping. Salute. OG Sigma was popping. Big Aaron in the building. Imperial was goody. Lord B Golfing. Salute. Reese in the building. You already? Melly Mel was popping. Nightbot behaving. That's always a blessing. Audie was goody. Darius in the building. Strada, salute to SBS and all that. D Majesty in the building. Mr. Williams was shaking. Mr. Williams, my fault, man. You called me yesterday, man. I was ripping and running and all that. I'm gonna hit you back. DJ Smoke, what's poppin'? Good to see you. Salute the boot camp in the building. What's good, my G? Major, what's poppin'? Salute. Marcus, you already know, my nigga. Be safe out here, you know what I mean? Black America in the building. Salute to the OGs in the building. Angel, what's the word? Thinking Throws in the building. Kid Joker, what's poppin'? How you, man? Teague in the building. Salute. OG Vet Life in the building, man. You know what I mean? Miss Bells, what's poppin'? Did I see you yesterday? Crown Pitch, salute. Miss Vontae, what's poppin'? How you, man? Salute. Hope all is well. I got Reese, I got Marcus. Homeboy, Shalom, Akim. Salute to the Ox in the building. Call me Queen T, you already know. Hey, I'll be in the city this weekend. I think I'm gonna be DJing, man. I mean, Alexis from Texas in the building. Riri, what's the word? Good to see you. Hit the like button, man. Cali was popping. J Money was good, my nigga. Good to see you. Hope all is well. 2 years. Let's do it. Yo, salute J Miller in the building. Appreciate you as always. Mahogany in the building. No Country for Old Sim. I think you missed your song, man. Mel, what's the word? You already know. Hit the like button. Ricardo in the building. Peace be still. What's poppin'? Devin, top of the morning. Miss Bell's in the building. Shit, congratulations. Man, that definitely deserves a round of applause, man. E-Dub was good. Usually like the first comment, too. Big Z was good. I got the songs. I'm going to see if I can listen in and all that. Red Scorpion in the building. Fish in the fit, of course, man.
It's a stampede!
DJ Ham the Stampede. DJ Ham the Stampede.
Thank you everybody for all the love and support. Regardless, contrary to proper belief, this shit is not easy, especially sustainability, consistency, and all that. So I appreciate the consistent supporters, people who've been here from day 1 and day 2 and day 3 and they first day today. You know what I'm saying? It goes a long way. It means a lot. You know what I mean? Working with your friends, right, is hella fun, you know? And so I humbly appreciate it. Sherelle be right as hell. Like, I like doing content with niggas I like, you know what I'm saying? And we build it up, you know what I mean? Brick by brick, day by day, man. Thank you, Crown Prince. DJ, what up? AC, I ain't see you yesterday, man. You know what I mean? Hope all is well and all that. You ready, bro?
Facts. Let's go.
Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Yo, salute to 81,000 subscribers, 100K on the way. We're going to throw a party for that, man. I mean, the destruction era.
Is it the destruction era or the construction era?
Destruction.
I hope you are the pages.
Hold on, your mic is ill. What you say?
I said deconstruction.
Oh, deconstruction. Yeah, sorry.
Deconstruction.
Deconstruction era. Let me make sure I put it right on there. Yeah, deconstruction era. Yep.
Yeah. So my initial premise is a lot of times when we get on the panels, we be talking about solutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the solution to this? What's the solution to that?
Mm-hmm.
And just in my observation of let's just talk about what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're talking about reconstruction when the world is on deconstruction, right? With every social thing that's built up the world as we know it today is now being deconstructed, pulled apart, and ostracized in hopes of building a better world. I don't think anybody who's deconstructing has any idea on how to build a better world.
Okay.
Just how to tear shit down, critique it, pull it apart, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
100%.
like religion, right? Black people started the mass exodus from the church, right? The
Yes.
deconstruction of Christianity.
Yes.
I deconstructed with Christianity when I found the Hebrew Israelites,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they deconstruct Christianity within five minutes. But a lot of people don't have any type of spiritual groundedness to go beyond that.
Salute, Keon. Yeah.
Right? So people go in the wind. We have a rise of the conscious community, the esoteric community, where people are falling into cults, abusive patterns, experimenting with different type of drugs. And it's just another way for Black people to be swindled. So it's like you falling out of one pot just to fall into the next pot, right? We're also challenging the societal norms for as patriarchy, right? Even though we haven't never seen really any design outside of patriarchy, but we're challenging patriarchy for what it is. We want to tear that system down, deconstruct what patriarchy is, but we have no, like, we don't really have a tangible thing to say. You know, if you ask a Christian what God is, you ask the Hebrew Israelite what God is, they have this, hey, this history, this book, these things. If you ask the person outside of it, it's like the universe. They can't really explain it, but they believe in it wholeheartedly, something that they can't even articulate.
Yeah.
Now, we ask people if we want to tear down this system that we have, if we want to tear all the systems down, what is next? But are we wrong to be thinking about what's next? In the time for things to be burned down, are we supposed to just let it burn? Are we supposed to just be allowing people to raise hell? That paradigms have to shift. And what role do we play in from a system that was built on the backs of our ancestors that destroyed us? When it's a new regime coming in to destroy them, are they getting what they deserve if we need to mind our business? Or is America, in upholding what America has been, now become our duty because we've adapted to the lifestyle that we have?
So what would be an example of this system as we know it being deconstructed? Is it like LGBTQ?
That's definitely a major one, right? It's in a country that was founded on Christian principles. It is now legal to have gay marriage.
Yeah.
Right? And people are marrying gay people in holy matrimony. That's promoted. They have a month. They have, you know what I'm saying? Like a flag is just, it's pushed to the forefront, even within Obama with the little kid that they turned into a girl. If you Google Obama kid, Obama turned the little boy into a little girl. Well, he didn't do it, but it was like the promotion of it was all in there. So the lifestyle is promoted even just at the top of the rank. We're more inclusive on people's sexuality and openness now. And I feel like that's a number one target to what this society is.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So
and saying we don't have what it takes. Okay, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was also saying we don't have what it takes. We want to tear something down. So let's say things need to be torn down because the way things used to work, it just doesn't work for us anymore. And to be honest, it probably should have never worked that way. So it's like, could we get America without slavery?
No.
Will we have it?
Not. I don't think it would look the same.
But if you ask us, we damn sure didn't want to volunteer to be the slaves, right?
Well, we We had
So
bad.
it's like
We had bad behavior.
Yeah. So what you built here was some of the ingredients. It was unsavory. So we can't be building shit like that no more. People want to pull that apart. So it's like in the projects in New Orleans, a lot of people got money because the way they used to build a house, they used to put lead in the wall, lead in the paint, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, we learned that shit was making people sick. So now you can't do that no more. And that's how I'm looking at the infrastructures. People are saying, hey, these was brand new houses that you gave us, but they was lead in the wall.
Okay.
We're not trying to tear the whole system down, but we are trying to make sure you don't do that no more.
Okay, so let's start with patriarchy. Why would patriarchy be the wrong system? Patriarchy means what by definition?
Men led.
Yeah, why would that be the wrong? Why would that be the wrong system?
Patriarchy is the wrong system because it is putting leadership into the person who's not as competent, but just saying that a person's gender makes them competent or fit to lead.
Is that what it means?
What?
So just by proxy of that person being a man, they're fit to lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're competent, or a woman's just incompetent to be able to lead in general.
Okay. And I think the patriarchy, right? If there's a patriarch, right? Is it all men at the top or is it men at the top? You see? So the men with the capabilities lead, you know? And I guess the delineation is that the men are the better leaders, and then you find the best leaders out of the men to lead everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because I wonder what changes that, right? Is it because the world is civilized and now it's a conversation? Because when the world wasn't civilized, right, the gift that God gave men was much more prominent and necessary. And then now that things have been civilized, now the men's leadership can be questioned because you don't need, quote unquote, need the brawn anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So is that why it can be questioned now? Because men civilized it in a way in which now everybody has an equal opportunity for their voice to be heard. And as long as their ideas can be brought to fruition by other people, they can lead.
Yeah, definitely. Right. So now it's a situation where the men of the past, they did the hard work. The railroads are built, the bridges are built, the tunnels are built, the canary mines is, you know what I'm saying? They done the hard work.
Okay.
And now we live in a softer society. So like imagine you're building a house for your family.
Yeah.
When you're building that house, all the materials and stuff that's falling apart and things like that, you're not letting the kids go play in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Once you put the walls up, the paint dry, this thing is livable now. We put some furniture in here. The kids can come in here and bounce off the walls. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So in society, now it's looking like we the kids. Right? We the kids bouncing off the walls. We are not the adults who built the house. So now we have to have this society ran. And this society is pushing more of a technology age. It's more brain power, right? It's more brain power in this society for what we're pushing than just brute force. So it changes the it's a total paradigm shift for what we want in society now.
Yeah.
Right? And how do we adjust to the paradigm shift for the people who want to hold on to traditional values and think that the traditional way of doing things is the best fit? We have people coming in and saying, it's a whole new regime. We trying to knock all the old things out, keep whatever was at least good, but for the most part, we don't want to do that no more.
Yeah, I also think I think that I heard that often. I think that also shows there's a little bit of lack of understanding to what how the infrastructure is actually ran, right? And you know firsthand, the infrastructure still needs brawn to work, right? There's a particular capability on an oil rig. There's a particular capability on a loading dock, you know? And there are machines, you know, but it requires a level of strength, you know, brute force, you know, sooner or later. So do you think that people are saying that without quite understanding how the infrastructure actually works? Like when the plumber comes, he still got to climb and snake and sweat and, you know what I mean? When I was fixing my air conditioner in the attic, right? It's probably 120 degrees up there. I'm sweating. You got to like climb through. You got to pour the shit down. You got to use the machine. You got to bring the machine up in the attic to do it. I had to go get my shop back. Then it fucked up. Then I had to go clean it and carry it back upstairs. And now it's full of water. And I got to carry it back downstairs, right? Just to fix the AC unit, right? Because the drip pan was overflowing. You see? So all these things are essential. And they still require a level of brawn that I think gets ignored when we start talking about technology.
Right. And then, but it's also like this, right? Because HAMP goes up there. Everybody else calling James. Right? They calling some HVAC trucks to pull up. And we understand that the HVACs, the blue collar men, they are the people who carry the brawn of the world today. But then we talk about we have a shortage in blue collar jobs, HVAC, electricians, plumbers, truck drivers, all of these people always hiring, always having shortages in the network. So now that the brawn or even the military, the police is always understaffed, firefighters, different things like this, where it says this is the brawn of men. Now that it's voluntary, we see that majority of men won't sign up.
I know. No, I understand that. I think it's because of rhetoric, though, right? People saying we're moving this way, you know, we're moving into technology and all that. The truth is, my guys work every single day. Every single day, my guys work because people cannot move baby grand pianos. They can't move out of the home when it floods and they need irrigation and processes and etc. They can't do it. Moving was considered essential during COVID, right? But there's a rhetoric out there, you know, and I think that also, you know, even like women say, like, this is actually a great comment, right? That, you know, right? But that's what weak men will say, or women who are weak physically, right? So I don't know. I just like, and the truth is that's incorrect, right? Before the world was civilized, brute strength and bravado was an indicator. The kings were on the front lines. That's not actually fake when you watch Game of Thrones and stuff, right? The kings could fight.
David killed tens of thousands.
Yeah, right. David was on the front line. You understand? Because taking life, protecting life, giving commands, doing the hard thing, lifting heavy shit when nobody else can is a direct indicator of leadership.
Mm-hmm. But in this society, it's flipped upside down. Because I know, like, people will say, like, oh, Sherelle may say, what's a good man? But she doesn't have a problem with killers, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like, if I know, like, you know, it's a time to kill.
Yeah.
If I know, like, you know, in the warrior class, have it in them to kill. Because you have to kill to protect. You have to kill on the behalf of the Most High. You have to be a killer. It doesn't necessarily make you bad, right? Now, there's one thing to just be like unnecessary
murderer. Murderers are bad.
It's a time to kill. So a man should be able to kill, die, or go to jail about whatever he believes in. So he should watch his belief systems, right?
Yeah.
So just because it's that, it's like still people who will be like, yeah, I'll knock the fuck out you. Yeah, I will kill you over my wife and kids. Or yeah, don't play with me like that. That's looked down on. Like, it's like like they're an infidel or imbecile.
No,
because
100%.
you always want to react with violence, which we love violence, though, right? Because we'll spend money on a fight.
And this is what people don't understand about the ability to about being powerful, right? An ability to enact violence or physical harm. You have to be cognizant of that. You see, you have to show restraint because you can easily overwhelm people. But if you've never been strong, you don't even understand that. When I was joking about the therapist being petite, there's truth to it though. What do you know about walking around in the earth, being intimidating, and then what happens when you get interactions with police and etc. Right? The police treat me differently than they treat you. Why? Because they don't see you as threatening. Right? A man that's 5'8", 100 and nothing, he don't know what that's like.
Right.
Just, I'm generalizing. Obviously, there's outliers. You see? So they don't even, people that aren't physically capable and powerful and have the prowess don't even understand the responsibility that you have to convey, right? You almost need to show up as meek because if it get to that point, them people ain't gonna be ready for it. But they don't understand that dynamic.
Yeah. It's even like, let's say somebody made a threat on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Or was being disrespectful, one of the streamer guys. And somebody said, yeah, I'm going to put some hands on you as a gang member. He's like, if I catch you, I'm going to fuck over you. And he's like, I'm going to call the police. And he was like, nigga, the police show up to report shit. The police ain't sitting around to protect you.
They're reactionary.
The police don't come after whatever I'm going to do to you, I'm telling you I'm willing to go to jail behind doing it to you.
Yeah, very, very reactionary.
If you could get up and call them. If you know what happens, if I give you a chance to call them, because what if I don't give you a chance to call them?
Yeah, 100%.
And we miss that, right? We miss that. We think, oh, well, we safe because I can call the police. What if somebody eject the phone out your hand?
Yeah, 100%. Like even like on the internet, right? Now I might fuss with the people I care about and love. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never saying no disrespectful shit, in terms of like cussing and nigga. I'm not doing that because I understand what violence is and you can't let it go until it happens. But people who don't even know what like their capability just be talking crazy like, you know what I mean? People don't expect people to do nothing to them. Right? I expect for people to do something to me. Right, which is why I try to be as best I can a thermostat and not a thermometer.
Yeah.
Because if you run into me and we got that issue, we're going to get that issue off, win, lose, or draw. Right? So you try to mitigate before that. Because the likelihood that somebody dies for real. This ain't no shade to you. If you get in a fight with Mrs. Vontae, it'll just be a Tuesday.
Man, Miss Vontae would never fight.
No, never, right? But if Cheeky and I get in a fight, right, somebody gonna have to take some PTO. Right? Somebody family gonna have to go to the hospital. Somebody gonna be hooked up in the machines.
Fight somebody else. Don't fight Cheeky.
Well, I'm just saying though, right? We gotta make it real, like, cause this goes over people's heads so much, right? And there's a level of disrespect that they don't even know they conveying. Like, just to make it make sense, when niggas be like, I call Uber Eats, I don't need you to cook for me. The fuck, why you saying that, nigga? Ain't nothing like a home cooked meal, you see? But it's constant disrespect to physical prowess that shouldn't be allowed.
Right, it's the remember we talked about this. It's the way that we treat people now is expendable.
Yeah.
Everything and everybody's value is expendable. And it's because we look at things like we got an influx. People say there's plenty of fish in the sea, right? And they get mad at people who be like, but this is my fish. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't want all the fish in the sea. That's why I brought this fish home. This is my fish, nigga. I don't want all the fish in the sea. So it's like, that's just kind of how it is. It's just like everybody's expendable. everybody's value is being scrutinized, right? Because I'll say this: we scrutinize the Christians. We're so okay with dismissing the Bible, right? But like I said, like even when they was like talking about IUIC on the last panel, yo, this is black men coming in ready to protect you, ready to love you, ready to build community with you. You reject that, but you didn't reject crack. You didn't reject negative shit that they brought to you, but you're willing to reject that. Because what I can say is, we can talk about the Christian church, but our families were more intact.
Look. Like, salute to this, right? And this what I'm saying. They don't understand it. Even gun battling, niggas don't understand the physical prowess that shit take. Yo, I was at school, right? This dyke had like mistaken me for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And she was talking crazy. She pulled her hammer. I said, yo, if you point that, I'm going to take it from you. Dead ass. So, she left there with no gun and no pride. People be thinking it's so easy to just I'm just going to be shooting motherfuckers. Okay. That's why 20% of men on the battlefield only shot their weapons. But you? The soccer mom? The IT worker? Y'all gonna be out here blazing shit? It don't make sense.
Application.
The
application. The application. Because it's the thing, Hamp. If you sign up for a boxing class after a week, are you a boxer?
No.
You got to keep on applying that shit, right?
Mm-hmm. So
if you go buy a gun, are you the shooter?
No.
And even if you know how to shoot, are you a killer?
Hell.
Can you stomach it?
Exactly.
Do you want me to take you to some killers who on heroin every day because they can't sleep with themselves?
That's what I'm saying.
You don't understand the consequences of what it really is to unjustifiably take somebody's life.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Are
you gonna be willing to fight them demons that stick with you, even if you do get away with it and not railroaded in the system, right? So I think that's just another thing. Maybe it's not that easy to take a life. It's a common thing for if a block gets shot up for the homeboys to turn around and ask them to empty the clip. And most people ain't gonna understand what that means. But you gotta dump your clip to show me you let rounds off. Or you could die right here. So it's like, in those situations, it's a lot of shit just be way more easier said than done. I can tell you that much now. A lot be more easier said than done. Because it be people who be stone cold killers that die with it on them. Because just because you got a gun don't mean you had a ups. So that battlefield of kill or be killed, looking over your shoulder, having to go in and out of jail, it's a reason why that is a very marginalized part of society that's going through that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, 100%. That's the thing of it. Like, we just be saying anything, right? Like, we just say anything, right, to further more shit on the things that we should respect. No, we got guns now. Okay. We got Uber Eats now. What the fuck does that mean? Right? To the incapable. You know? But yeah, it is a deconstruction because of the fact that it is even a conversation.
And it's like literally whole movements against these things, right? Mm-hmm. A movement against the nuclear family, a movement against patriarchy. Mm-hmm. People are legislating things, trying to take things down. Mm-hmm. You know, we've legislated LGBTQ into it already. Yeah. And now it's like the next step is people trying to, like, a man made a comment like, oh, I feel bad for men who are attracted to kids. Just to wake up with that mindset. And what the backlash is about is, oh, you're trying to say that this is something they can't control. Like, people can't control being gay. You're saying people can't control being attracted to minors, right? So if it's just that, then we could just add it to the plus and normalize it in society.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's harmful to us because in the deconstruction, you can't practice reconstruction until everything's burned down.
Yeah. Even with these so-called sexual desires, right? There's plenty of shit people need to refrain from. You know? There's so much shit people need to refrain from based on what the Most High told us. We want to make grace for it because it's a sexual desire, right? Think about that shit. Right? Nigga, I love pork neck bones. I don't eat them no more. But motherfuckers think because it's tied to quote unquote love or whatever the fuck they try to make it, they didn't want to justify it. What you expect me to do? Not have? Yes, motherfucker. Right? Whatever the laws and rules are, that's what you do. I don't know. It just, yeah, you're right.
And it's really also, I was just telling somebody, I was like, the reason for just getting into your things, which my dietary laws was the last thing, because like I said, people be wanting to give up pork first, but not raw dick. Baby, do it all. You know what I'm saying? I think it's levels. You should try working on what's hardest for you, right? But just in that, it's just like, do I honestly want to say anything stood in between me and the Most High? Do I honestly want to give any earthly thing that much power over me, power and dominion over me? Right?
Real rap. So look,
I think when you think about it that way, like, this shit, I'm me. So why would I have like any of this earthly shit be having so much power and dominion over me? Why can't I let it go?
So look, we got trying to tear like the patriarchal structure in question, LGBTQ, right? Those seemingly stick out pulls pretty easily, right? What are some of the more, I don't know if it's minor, but covert deconstruction things happening, in your opinion? Those two are obviously, I think, top of the mountain, most easily seen, about a society running rampant. I think
LGBT and the deconstruction of patriarchy,
like the patriarchy,
right?
like those two things are pretty high on the Mount Rushmore. I
and
think
Christian and religion,
religion, and I think just overall, right, relationships, right, just generally, why get married? Let's circumvent that aspect, all types of family.
Why gender roles important?
I guess like just dynamics, right, between men and women, from challenging who's in charge to not having a traditional household or modus operandi, in vitro fertilization, abortion, men saying we don't want marriage anymore, right? The deconstruction of the family and the household is, I think, got to be on the Mount Rushmore. What you think?
Yeah, definitely. Of how the family looks, especially in the Black community, right? Because through whatever challenges that we've had, we understand that the Black woman is the backbone of the households in the community, in which she's the infrastructure. She's Big Mama, runs the show, right? Which is not a traditional way of doing things. And what they're saying is, oh, well, we didn't want it to be this way. This is just the way it had to be, right? But they also not willing to give up that seat. You understand what I'm saying? They're not willing to. You are now watching the throne. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't let me get in my zone. They're not necessarily trying to give the throne up.
Yeah, I could see how that could be detrimental. For sure.
So now it just definitely looks like none of it matters. We're gonna go off how we feel, and if we feel a different way tomorrow, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah. And then remember we had the stepfather conversation. We need to throw that verbiage all the way out. Right? They say the stepfather, man who stepped up. Shit don't make no sense. That verbiage don't make no sense. What you think?
What you mean? Oh, because he the one that stepped up to take care of the kids, but really he there for the mama.
He there for the mom, but it's like those are the men who step up. What you talking about? Right? Like step up is like a affirmative, like it's like
yeah. So it's like
he's like Tony the Tiger and them niggas.
The responsibility versus altruism, right? So it's like if a man takes care of his own responsibilities, kudos. If a man takes care of another man's responsibilities, then he's placed above that.
Yeah, like it sounds right. You know, just the sentiment, right? Just the connotation of it. It's like, nah, that nigga really bugging, but you know, cool. He like her.
He bugging?
Well, yeah, it's just because basically, if he joined that family, he in a polygamous relationship at that point. Right? Because anytime that man, because we got to keep it consistent. So if black fathers are the most involved, even if they're not married or with the woman, right? So now that man could call his house and change the disposition in his house. He can get an argument with that girl. He could be late picking up the kid. He could not pick up the kid at all. They getting weekends mixed up. Now they done fucked up. Right?
So what do you think is the alternative if it's no stepdaddies?
No, I'm not even questioning that part. I'm just saying the verbiage, right? Like stepped up is not what that is.
Oh, so you don't want it to be step. You understand that stepfathers have to exist.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna exist 100%, right?
But you feel like it's a lesser role than father.
It's not favorable.
But people project it as a higher role than father.
Yeah, 100%, right? Because you can't replace.
You're saying, no, it's a lesser role than father. You could never replace this man.
Yeah.
This man, this still this man shit.
Yeah, 100%. You can't replace him. It's definitely a lesser role, right? And if black fathers are the most involved based on that survey, there's a level of dealing you're going to have to deal. And there's a level of influence that man going to have in your household, whether you like it, understand it, accept it, believe it or not. No man is going to say that's a favorable role. But it's a role that we know men are going to have to play. You see what I'm saying? Right? Mm-hmm. If you just articulate it out, right? It's not even a shot. But the shot is the nigga stepped up. You like, what you talking about? You know?
Right. So and then, but would it be a trap? Like this a woman question. So would it be a trap? Right? Mm-hmm. If we get rid of stepfathers, right?
Yeah.
Would it be a trap for women? Would it be as, hey, this man gets me pregnant and now he owns me? And I don't have no access to another good man in my life, and I can't have love because I got pregnant by this man.
She better.
Even though I think that a lot of times in the beginning when we start to choose mates, it's off proximity and lack of guidance. Nobody's telling us how to do this. It's just, this is the boy that I go to school with. This is when kids start having sex, right? It's because this is the funny boy in my class. Or the tall boy, or the boy on the football team, right? So they having sex because niggas is cool, not because niggas could take care of them. That be the thing, right? Like that's why I push back on the hypergamy being inherent, because I think it eventually has to be taught. Because girls have sex because niggas is funny. In high school, that's really when they starting to have sex, right? So it's like they making bad decisions, they having kids with they high school sweethearts, first loves, etc., right? You know what I'm saying? Before they really have any full view or understanding of life, especially coming from different places.
Yeah, real. Women don't. Yeah, let's just keep it tall. Women don't know what the fuck they doing in terms of finding a man and finding a mate. Yes, thank you for being pleonastic in describing it. Yes. Y'all don't know what y'all doing.
What I'm saying is, if it's no single fathers, it could just be literally a trap for predatory men to get women pregnant and ruin their lives.
Well, no, the women don't. Look at the reasons you just very well articulated, right? Why she having sex with him in the first place? Because he funny, because he lived next door, right? None of that is a reason to give your body. You know, so it ain't no trap. It's the choosing. That's all it is. You got to mitigate that.
Know no better, but if people don't know no better, that's just typically the reason why people be with each other. Like nobody. You can't ask people like, well, what is it about your girl? She cool, she a vibe. Like that's what grown people saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Grown people like she cool, she a vibe. You can't tell me any tangible things about her character or her trajectory in life or anything like that. And
she can't say that though.
Huh?
She can't say that. You know, the reason why she with him got to be a little bit more substantive, like this. Oh, my daddy liked him. that should be an indicator for her. You see, my daddy liked them. Her requirement for the trade off for, you know what the trade off for provision and protection is? Chastity. Those things should be the trade off. Right? You get exclusivity to her and you kill and die for her because of that. But we all the way fucked up.
That's not the world we live in though.
No, I'm just saying though, that because we fucked up. Chastity should be the trade off for me willing to kill and die for her in that order.
Right? But what I'm saying is, are we dealing with we go from utopia to hopelessness.
Yeah,
we gotta find some real ground into it, right? Like
I know.
We can't go from hopelessness to utopia because that's not the world we live in.
I'm walking with you, right? We talking about the deconstruction and the things that we don't even understand because of everything that's happening now, right? What I'm saying is far-fetched, right? It's like, come on, Sean, fuck out of here. But why? We in deconstruction, like you saying. Niggas was making sense out of like, why would I want a virgin? Right? Niggas is saying that's stupid because none of them are virgins. Think about that.
They wouldn't want a virgin even if they.
Well, we don't. That's pure speculation.
I was an adult virgin. I have the experience of being an adult virgin. I have friends who are adult virgins. So this is my lived experience.
Well, no,
You're hypothesizing the walk of somebody who is a virgin in college, in high school, through life in their mid-20s, still being a virgin. People, that is not something attractive to the masses of people who are sexually active.
That's not true.
On the male side or the female side.
Well, what I'm saying is, right, if you introduce yourself as an anecdotal example, right, you dated all good men, right?
No.
Well, that's what I'm just going off what you said before. You said the men that you actually
I dated good men, not all good men.
Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to let you know that's a change from what you said previously, right? The men
I've always said I've had good men.
Maybe that's what you said. I had good men. Maybe you didn't say all. I don't think I ever asked that question. So yeah, I fair. That's fair, right? But the first man you were with, was he good?
He was horrible. He was the worst one. And they got better after that, right? But listen, he was hardworking. My father liked him. He did everything for my chastity, and then it was something totally different. See what I'm saying? And I could just say we young, we from New Orleans. You never know the trajectory of life. I could say I grew up with a lot of people who I never thought they'd be. It's some sad shit that just happened to me the other day. I was driving, going on the interstate, and saw one of my friends underneath the bridge, living under there, homeless, drugged out. Nobody expects these things for people who be growing up,
Yeah. So here's the key.
And that be the thing, because it's like I did this shit the right way, right?
Yeah,
I did it
it's not.
Right way.
It's
I
not
was
gonna.
grown. I was graduated from college. All of these different things. So
it's not gonna be 100%. What we know is the probability for that person in your situation to be more successful exponentially increases as opposed to somebody who thinking they can figure it out on their own, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's the key, right, to how we get the people to be most successful, most efficiently, and we know doing it by ourselves, right, just promiscuity running rampant is not it, No,
that's definitely not.
Men know that if you have to call her house with her father there, it's harder to call her house. It's easy to call the girl house where it's just her and her mom back when we had house phones. Know what I'm saying? The girl who her father lived in, you less likely to inclined to want to go to her crib and jump out the window and shit like that, right? That nigga catch you and beat the Snoop Dogg shit out you or shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
And which I never went through any of that. You see what I'm saying? So
But
by the
that's
time I'm
because your dad there.
after college, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I definitely understand that.
Yeah, so just those little mitigation factors make a big mean a big difference, right? It's super impactful. But yeah, like the thing is, we tie like this, right, Rel? In the deconstruction that we're in, we tie so much triumph to trauma when we just survive, and we talked about that. You know, when you go back to the stepfather thing, right? That's not an honorable task. It's a task that men accept. You see? But we want to tie some type of altitude for it. For what? Nigga, it just is.
And you know something? Your mama could have a boyfriend and you could still not have a stepdaddy. Cause that's my life. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My mom has been with the same man for 20 years. That nigga is not my stepdaddy. Why the fuck would he be my stepdaddy? My daddy raised me.
Yeah, he just a nigga with your mom.
With my daddy, I would never even consider calling somebody else daddy. Like that's crazy. My dad was just here yesterday. Like what?
Yeah.
So that I think that's a way to avoid step parents is give the child to the father. Cause your mama boyfriend is just he just a nigga that mess with your mama. He ain't raised me. He ain't implement nothing in my life. He don't discipline me or anything like that. The rearing, raising, and discipline of me came from my own daddy.
No, 100%. Yeah, you know, and again, yeah, right. And just to be clear,
that's
right?
What they need to do if they gonna step in and tell her give them fucking kids to their daddy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, yo, you stepping in. You know, you're gonna be in those people's lives to an extent, right? What we know also happens, right, is when a step parent comes into a kid's life, that relationship dissolves with the mom or the dad. That relationship dissolves with the kid most often.
Mm-hmm.
The step parents is cool, and then those two people procreate with one another. Guess who loses favor? The kid that ain't the other parents.
The kid ain't the other parent.
Right?
Yeah,
so,
now that kid is just all over the place
just
with
all
no
over the place.
foundational family because the mama got a new family, the daddy got a new family, and they just bouncing around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so that's why I don't want to start tying, it's honorable, because we know how these dynamics actually work, right? So now is that person dishonorable when they kid come? When those people separate, now the kid is no longer in their life. Now is that man dishonorable? You see? It gotta work both ways. You know? It just is. It just is. Right?
So
no man.
So let's say,
just this last point. No man is saying, yo, son, that ass, I can't wait to be a stepfather. Nobody's saying that shit. Right? But we be trying to do too much. Like, just, you know, like.
Nobody, I think nobody says it, but I just think people know.
Yeah.
It's going to be part of their reality.
Exactly. They just know, right? But ain't nobody saying, like, yeah, somebody put a gold medal on me. Nah, son. I'm going to have to deal with some bullshit. You know? You know? And I guess there's a level of, like, you know, like, damn, son, that shit is thinkless. So, you know, I acknowledge that you're doing some difficult shit. But I'm not tying honor to it. It just is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know? And then we just saying man or woman.
Even with Russell, like, Russell might be like the stepdaddy of the year, right?
Hmm.
But if they broke up, would he still, like, have access to Future? Son.
I mean, yeah, just because he probably got to pick up his own kids, right? You know? So.
I mean, like, but would he be picking up Future? Son.
Be surprised, because here's the other thing, right? Let's say he move on with his life, right? That other woman gonna be, why you got this nigga? Like, you know, it's so much shit that be going on. Like what you like? Let's say he like, I'm about to go pick up baby Future. What his girl sitting there saying?
That ain't your damn son, yo.
You know, so it just like, yo, we just make sense out of shit hence deconstruction. We make sense out of everything that is defiled or perverse in a way.
Yeah.
We justify all of it.
So I wonder, did they destruct? Was it just destruction? Right. So the destruction of it, right? The destruction of the nuclear family or the family system, that already happened. The deconstruction is just the pulling apart and trying to find like where it went wrong or how it needs to be reconstructed. But I don't think we're there yet. So sometimes I think we are at the point where we're just not like, people are not on the same wavelength, because there are people who are fully in deconstruction. There are people who are still in destruction mode. And then there's people trying to rebuild. It's like, right, you may have this, like, I'm HAMP. I already understand what we're supposed to do. But if people ain't getting there, it's like the milk and the meat conversation. You give a baby milk. And if people are on their milk stage, we can't get them in the porterhouse or whatever y'all eat. Tomahawks, whatever.
Yeah, all that, man. Yeah, no, it's interesting, yo. It really is interesting. The things we admonish, the things we speak against, and the things we speak up for, and wonder why we in the deconstruction era, right? So, like, as we bring it full circle, we speak against brawn being a thing that needs to be respected, and we speak up for parents and adults having to take care of, get with women or men that have kids by other people and take care of them. Like, you know what I mean? We ass backwards.
So what's at the top of the list now? So would it be character?
What you mean?
They have a post that said, this is the first time in history that women are able to date men solely based off character. And we all single.
Oh, what if women don't?
So is the character thing now being produced to the top? So it's like, we're not supposed to judge people off their circumstances or their sexual orientation or their gender. Now we're judging people off character. So you could be the strongest man in the world, but if you don't have good character, then we don't have to respect you just because you're strong.
Women don't judge off character, though. Right? The key component that we're realizing more and more now that women don't need men for provision or protection, because you can call Jake and you can get the 6-figure job, is women want looks more than anything. If that nigga don't, if that nigga don't look a certain way, you won't know how good of a man he is, because he's too ugly. You got to get past that first.
Why you think good men? Why you think ugly men be good?
Well, no, I'm saying you wouldn't know because he's not attractive enough to be even be in your sphere.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. Yeah, he not even. Yeah, he not even getting an opportunity to converse with you to you could see how well his character is, right? Because he not attractive enough. So it's not judgment off character; it's judgment off the aesthetics.
No, I think it's still like, right? It's like when you see fat people, you can think they lazy, and then when you see ugly people, you can think they're just humble. They got some shit with them, right? Like, let's think about all the ugly people we know. None of them have beautiful personalities. They soul, they spirit, all of that. That's why they look like that. The soul be matching the face. The spirit be matching the face. They should be ugly and horrible. Just like, they always say that about, the attractive men are this and this, the attractive men be broke. And I be like, all the attractive men in the Discord, those the ones with the money. I don't know why we make those correlations, but that's how it be.
So you think ugly people?
Look at Ed. That nigga one of the most wildest niggas in the Discord.
Hold on, leave Ed alone. Ed ain't here.
Just mean and ugly. Ugly and mean. He is not nice because he ugly.
Ed is cool as hell.
And ugly?
Ed is nah, that's the thing. Ed is a poor example, but he not here though. I ain't see him in the chat.
Oh, you see him? Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
somebody clip it for him and send it to him.
The talk with the $2 says civilization equals feminization on a social level. Yeah, that's a good correlation. Mike Brown with the $5 says, on the flip side, Hamp, when the parents get older, the kids take care of their mom or dad as a priority versus step parents also. Yeah, no, there's definitely a residual effect with that shit, bro. Man, there's always a residual. Yeah. And you just wonder what the net positive, right? Just generally speaking. But yeah, that is interesting. So if a nigga's unattractive, he's more likely to be mean or an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
He's not viable. He's not liable to be like meek and chill and humble. He's more to be aggressive and an asshole.
Ugly people get bad treatment in the world, Hamp.
So why would they treat people good?
Okay, so why would they treat people good? Like, if I go through life and everybody shits on me and treats me bad, from the rule of thumb, I'm not about to be nice to people. I'm grown as hell. Fuck y'all. Yeah, it's like they start learning. It's like rich men know bitches want my money. Bitches want my money. Chris Brown know bitches want my money. Bitches like want some dick, they want some money. And it just ain't over here for nothing, so they treat bitches like you want some money. Look at the little Blueface dude. Blueface treats them bitches horrible. And you know why? Because, bitch, you want my money. You want clout. You want the shit that come with me. You're not a good person. So you're going to get on the program. That's it. Yeah, people be mean as fuck.
Jay Miller with the $5 says, women want the most attractive men, then expect them to be monogamous. Pure delusion. What you think? He got a point?
Men want the most attractive women and expect them to be monogamous.
So what you just saying what he said?
Yeah. It's the same. I'm pretty sure Beyonce could get other niggas that'll be her side nigga. I'm sure Jay-Z don't want her leveraging her beauty in that way.
No,
right?
Man.
It's a new world. These bitches they out here like, I mean, if you make a commitment, but I think that women are always dating average looking men because the majority of men look average. They're not. It's not like it's not like you go outside and you just see a bunch of beautiful men. When the last time you was outside and saw a beautiful man?
Never.
Right? Ain't there no superstar looking niggas outside like that.
Yeah, I mean, most people just average looking.
I see a lot of beautiful women outside. And maybe it's because I'm like always at like Ulta and stuff like that. But they be having like some beautiful women in fucking Ulta.
Nah, women.
Pretty, they be having. I could take you to my local McDonald's and they have pretty women in there. Pretty women with nice shapes in the McDonald's, in the fucking Chick-fil-A, all of that. Pretty women with nice shapes. That is not the case for men.
They don't be that pretty. They be alright. Like
they be pretty.
They be regular as hell. They just be regular.
I'm gonna do the experiment. I'm gonna go around my little local shops and stuff like that. I'm gonna take pictures of them. They're really pretty. Even the manager at my Walmart, like the big manager at my Walmart, all the niggas be going to Walmart just to see her.
Nah, most women just average as hell, but they pretty. I mean, it's acceptable, but they ain't no, you know what I mean?
The average woman is pretty. The average man is not.
How? If the average woman is obese, that don't make sense.
What do pretty and obesity got to do with each other?
You can't be bad and be fat. You can't.
You can't be physically bad, but you can still be pretty and fat. Yes, you can.
No, I'm gonna tell you how it go. You're pretty for a fat girl. That's the sentence.
You're pretty.
Huh?
That's the sentence.
Nah.
You're pretty. That's the sentence.
You can't be bad and be fat. You can't be.
And then it's the thing. You're saying obesity, like the majority of them aren't like, they're not 350 pounds. They the way that Mr. Fantastic liked them. Because we got them too. The brick houses where they the black woman who got 200 pounds of ass. And that's very
But,
attractive
you
to
know,
black men. Normal
but-
black men off the internet like thick women.
I'm just saying she ain't bad though, right? And see, here's the problem,
For
right?
you.
Here's the thing that we gotta thoroughly understand, right? And I don't, and really, I need you to hear me and convey this to the ladies. Women who are on the big side are getting used for sex majority of the time. This is not just some talking point from the internet. This is real life experience. Okay?
What you mean real life experience? You was using big women for sex?
Nigga, I play football in college. There's 100 niggas on the football team. Right? They never go outside with her. They never escorting her to no party. Right? Niggas get her room phone. Hold on. Niggas get her room phone number and call her on the sly. Niggas run to her room dressed like the Hamburglar. That is the majority of their experience. I'm telling you.
You think that's nice?
No, it's not nice. I'm just telling you.
That makes them good people?
No, but that's not what we conversing about. We conversing about the truth about what we talking about. Because we've been telling
if they normalize that, if they're doing that, then that just makes them bad people.
Here's the thing. That's
so
that's second after you listen to what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
We really cannot start telling people, yo, because you know niggas will say they just for sex. The woman who is overweight, right? I'm telling you, man, that is the majority of her life, dead ass. I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to be salacious. That is the majority of her experience. Real shit. You get a few who get lucky and all that. Yo, I'm telling you, that's how I go for them most often. You know, I just don't cut, you know what I mean? And then they got a bunch of bodies for no reason. Like it just, that's the majority. Bodies. Him, her. Yeah, you know? Right, so you'll get the one-off and think, nah, she's definitely a one-off, you know? So.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, there's attractive women that work in my Chick-fil-A and Walmart and stuff.
Huh? Say it again, my bad.
I was telling you, there's attractive women that work in my Chick-fil-A and Walmart and stuff.
Yeah,
and the slim bodies is coming back. They be got the slim bodies now. They getting in the slim bodies. Like y'all talk so much shit, everybody on Ozempic. They getting the slim bodies back.
Yeah, no, it's all fair. I'm saying, and you know how they know what I'm saying is honest? Because Ozempic is popping. Right? When everybody get an opportunity to not be the thing that they trying to justify, they do it. You know? If the Most High say, yo, son, could you take that back? Right? Most people, that undesirable trait, they will fix it.
So would you say, do they know? Do they know, like,
yeah, they
this
know.
person doesn't like me, they just using me for sex, and they just cool with that?
They know, but they play it off, right? I think, right, just generally speaking, they are not socially, or excuse me, they're not retarded. I couldn't think of a better word. Right? They know how they being used because they know when they seen or when they ain't seen. Like, chick will walk up to one of the boys in the date and what the fuck you doing? He like chill. Don't be running down on me like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, it's like when Smokey told the girl, don't ever come around here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to you. The girl that say she look like Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, so this the thing though. Are they accepting that reality, but even though they don't want that reality?
Yeah, I think this is what's happening, right? People talk
all like a female simp.
No, I think, well, maybe, but I think people talk all that shit, right? And then when it's just them and they pillow, right? In that one mirror, that big cheap mirror that everybody get from Walmart, that lean up against the wall because they don't got to stand on it.
The little long one.
The white one, right? There's tears in their eyes. They crying on the edge of that bed, right? But when you wake up in the morning and you outside, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm body pot, nah. That's why your first chance to get that Zempi pack, you get it. Right?
And what you were saying that to say that black women aren't attractive?
No, I'm just saying average. We talking about big and all that shit. I'm just saying you can't be this and be that. But again, this is the deconstruction shit, right? Like we start to say this is a 10, this is a 10. Nah, we seen the 10s. We got too many beautiful black women to just start calling everybody a 10, right? You Pam Grier and her that's a 10. What's the one that Craig's girlfriend?
Yeah, but they're not 10s. Average is like 5. I'm saying that the 5 women are pretty.
I'm saying this is the deconstruction era where everybody a 10. I'm saying it's a deconstruction era where everybody a 10, right? Body positivity. We supposed to say everything that make people. That's the deconstruction of things, right? It literally.
They did just have a lady go viral. She said, Cheesecake Factory came out with a menu called Skinnylicious, where they have like a bunch of meals under 500 calories for people that's on diets and stuff. And she was saying it's fat phobic.
What?
A Skinnylicious menu.
Nobody's scared of fat people.
They saying like it's fat phobic. Like why would you promote it like being skinny is better than being fat? So it's fat phobia.
Yeah, I mean we so unhealthy on top of it, right? And then we just say the thing, right? But then it just does a disservice to the women that are up there, right? Nia Long. That's what I was trying to think of when she was, you know what I'm saying? Like we know what those women look like. Now we're trying to put everybody in the category. It does them a disservice. Women championing transgenders. Now y'all got one less movie role. This shit don't make no sense. We are a part of the deconstruction, right? Because we just accept everything and make sense out of everything, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
the new world, they wanted to just be more inclusive. Like we want to, if the fat girl has a good character, then you should treat her right. And you should respect her. If she's a good person, you shouldn't just use her as a cum rag and then wonder why people think you ain't shit. Because that's what you do to people. If you know something it means something, it means nothing to you, but it means something to somebody else. If you know that this is not you're just admitted like you're treating that person subhuman because of their weight.
Here's the thing. They not being treated like anything. They treating themselves like that. You don't have to lie to them. They're not being lied to by niggas. They're literally saying, yo, I'm about to come over. It's 2 a.m. And she say, okay.
Even you don't have to lie to treat people poorly.
Well, that's the thing. The sex is consensual.
No, I don't. The sex can be consensual. It doesn't mean you're not treating them poorly.
Why?
If you know that there's a fair way to treat people, and you go below the bar, then that's problematic.
Wait, so right? Somebody want to have sex and you have sex with them? How is that going? What below what bar?
That's the point. It's like this. If you know that there's a fair way to treat people, and then you see people and you say, I'm not going to treat them fair. I'm going to come down here and treat them here underneath fair. Then yeah, that's a problem. Like you're treating somebody subhuman.
What I know, but how does that? I understand what you're saying. Yes, right. Generally speaking. Now, as it pertains to the concept that we're discussing about women who are undesirable, right, having sex with men, and that's all they get. Why is she being treated unfairly?
So what I'm saying is that if you're saying I treat women a certain way, but I'm going to treat fat women a lesser way, then that's discriminatory to fat people. You're giving them less quality of treatment.
Well, what's the less? I guess that's my question.
Because if you're saying, hey, she's good enough to have sex, but I wouldn't bring her in public, but I know women want to be brought in public. I know women want to be cared about. I know this is hurting her feelings. I know she's only settling for this because she's in a desperate situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find people in a desperate situation and I'm going to exploit that.
Hold on. She want to have sex, though.
Okay, she's in a desperate situation, and if you're coming to exploit somebody being in a desperate situation, that's a you problem.
Hold on. What is the exploitation, right? Because remember, she's not being lied to. So now I gotta be.
And a lot of them are being lied to.
Well,
niggas
no,
be lying.
Trust me. The fact, and this
niggas be lying.
It's the problem.
Niggas is liars.
Fine, I'm saying the girl who is under.
Majority of niggas are liars.
No, That's what I'm trying to tell you. The undesirable chick ain't being lied to. Right? This is her modus operandi. Right? So if she's not being lied to, how can we then say she being treated unfairly? This is the problem. We making sense out of shit that don't need to be made sense out of. This is the deconstruct. No, but that ass though, right? This is the deconstructive era.
Anybody, if I work if I'm a white woman and I work at a place that sells jewelry.
Sure.
And so when a white person walks in here, I treat them kind. I treat them well.
Okay.
But then a black person walks in here and I'm going to treat them like they about to fucking steal something. That's problematic. I know that's not how I should treat my customers, but because this particular customer doesn't fit an aesthetic that I need them, they're not a race or a gender or a skin tone or a weight limit that I would prefer them to be, instead of me treating them the way I would treat the normal customer, I'm going to treat them less than. So if I choose, or if I say, okay, this is the man, I respect this type of man, but I don't respect this type of man, that shit is wrong. If I don't respect that man, I should leave that fucking man alone. Not find a way to exploit his desperation, not find a way to exploit his weaknesses, not find a way to run his pockets or run him around in circles because I don't like him. That's fucked up. That would make me fucked up.
Yeah. But what you're describing is not equivalent to what I'm saying.
So it's wrong when a woman do it, but it's not wrong when a man does it?
Well, I guess what I'm asking is you would have to substantiate that women are asking for what you're saying. How? If promiscuity is running rampant.
Because you just said it, right? You just said, y'all always say, oh, women want love. Women don't want to be alone. Women want this. Women want that. Then people get into desperate situations. People get into desperate situations all the time where they do shit that they don't want to do. Because we have a saying called desperate times come from desperate measures. And when you're desperate, people will exploit you.
Sherelle, stop.
All I'm saying is,
hold on.
You're the person in a desperate situation, but the people who are exploiting
now, how long you get to be pleonastic, right? So here's the problem. Are women en masse requiring anything before they have sex with men? Fat, beautiful, skinny, or are they having sex before they even make them a sandwich? What do you think most is happening to most women in most situations?
I think most women have requirements to have sex with them.
Do you think most women are putting sex too early on the road to relationships? Are most women having sex with men before they get into relationships?
Yes, I think you have to have sex before you can get into a relationship. That's the new standard.
Okay. And that's deconstructive, right?
It's not deconstructive, it's adapting to the way life is.
No, it's deconstructive because your results aren't bearing out to you getting the relationship that you want by putting sex first. Right? So when the girl who's undesirable is having sex first, she's just like all the women that are having sex first. We don't have a plethora of wait. We don't have a plethora of relationships for you to substantiate that point.
So they are, because anybody that comes up here and says they're married, we're going to ask, did you have sex with your wife first? And the vast majority of men will say, yes, I had sex with my wife before I married her. If we ask the majority of men who are in sexual relationships right now, we're going to say, did you have sex with your partner before y'all became in a committed relationship? The majority of them will say yes. The majority of men will say, I would never be in a relationship with a woman that I hadn't had sex with. That is the time and age that we're in now.
Yeah, but
right?
your point is not that, though. Your point is not that. Your point was that they're being treated unfairly. I'm illustrating to you that most, if not all, women are operating the same way. They're having sex, hoping to get a result. The undesirable chick, heavy set chick, whatever, is having sex, hoping to get a result. They're literally doing the same thing. You can't say she's being treated poorly because she's not getting her desired outcome, right? And also, most women aren't getting their desired outcome. So how is her treatment disparate? It's not. That's what.
Okay, so then why would you bring her up?
What do you mean?
Why would you bring her up? Because you're saying, hey, he'll bring the skinny girl out. He'll bring the skinny girl in the
You
forefront.
said that.
He'll bring the girl around his. You literally said that. You
No.
literally that was your point of saying that the fat girls can't be pretty because niggas are only coming to see them in the middle of the night, or the football team is running and nobody wants to be seen with them in public. The fact that you're having sex with this one, but you won't be seen in public with this one, but you'll have sex with that one and be seen in public with that one, you're treating one of them less than.
No, I didn't say. This is the issue with prattling, right? It's so much information, right? I didn't even talk about what they are getting. I'm telling you what the fat girl isn't getting, right? So now we're talking about the whole. Women are having sex to try to leverage to get access to a relationship. However, most women aren't even getting that relationship. So when you look at the heavyset girl, right, she's also not getting the relationship. You see? Now I'm simply telling you, don't tell the heavyset girl, right, that like they shouldn't be thinking like this is a leverage point. It's not. Right? Sex is what you gave up, and sex is where you're gonna stay at.
But you're switching it to the leverage point. When I said that bigger women were pretty, you said men won't be seen in public with them, right? Mm-hmm. So if that's happening to all of them, why ostracize the bigger one? You just literally said, first of all, when has ever using somebody being a good thing? When you're a user,
nobody said that though.
He said majority of their life for big women, they're just being used for sex. You literally said that. Even though men know that they're having sex because they think they're playing the game like the regular people to leverage themselves to have more in a relationship, you said the bigger women are going through their entire lives being used for sex.
Yeah,
Which means they're but a lower quality of treatment because somebody's discriminating against them because of their weight or how they look. When people could just leave them the fuck alone. But no, the people who decide to say, I don't like big people and I leave big people alone. I don't like black people, I leave black people alone. I don't like skinny people, I leave people alone. I don't like short people, I leave people alone. Those are decent people who move on with their lives and they deal with what they want to deal with. When somebody says, hey, you have some type of handicap that I don't like, so I think I can take advantage of that, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, here's the thing, right?
If you don't leave them alone, why are you
Come on. They're being used for sex, right? You were saying they're being misused. You were saying they're being treated unfairly or poorly. My whole stance was no, the sex is consensual. That's what they're asking for, right? But don't layer that on with, hey, these men like you for more than that. You see? That's my point.
But I bet you they're telling them that they like them for more than that.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
You don't have to.
Y'all think so highly of men and y'all don't have sex with them. Y'all do not know how men are in sexual ways behind closed doors or what they're saying or what they're doing. Check them niggas' phones and see what they're saying and what they're doing. Right? And then you wonder why women have trust issues. Like, we wouldn't have trust issues if no nigga was ever lying.
No, I'm saying that demographic, you don't have to lie to them.
If you don't like Terrell, I would suggest you just leave me alone. Because coming over here thinking you're going to exploit me, take advantage of me or anything, that's literally how people should be getting done more than it needs to be done. Because you could just leave people alone. Why
I'm just telling you, you don't have to lie to them. You don't have to lie to most of y'all. Because promiscuity is rampant. Vagina is a commodity. Vagina is like toothpaste. I never ever went to another store because I wanted Crest and they didn't have it. I just got Colgate. Right? Women aren't chaste, so to have to lie to get vagina is unnecessary.
But the men who are not desirable, the men who call y'all super niggas are literally saying they have to lie. That lying is a part of the game. The average man is saying lying is a part of the game. No, I'm not this superstar. I'm not this super nigga. I don't walk in rooms and women are throwing sex at me. I have to court. I have to date. I have to lie. I have to manipulate my way into these situations. The average man is literally admitting to that. They're literally admitting to that. And the average man is a plethora. They're not all super niggas.
So you saying most niggas saying they gotta lie?
They gotta lie. Lying is a part of the game. They literally admitted that shit in Discord. Like, lying is a part of the game.
I don't know.
Whether it's to pretend to be her friend and wait around in the friend zone, whether it's the lie, whatever it is, the money that you have to date her ain't the same amount of money you really have. You take out a certain thing to wow her. Mm-hmm. When you can't afford to wow her anymore, you put the girlfriend title on it so you can get the girlfriend cat. If you can't get the date cat no more. So yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just saying very clearly, right? This is the end. Really, you know what this is? Some more of that language about stepfather stepping up and some more shit. Nah, just tell the truth, right? Keep it tall.
You're telling the truth, but in the truth you told, you literally said that people are using. They're human. No human wants.
They're being used for sex. They're not being misused, though, right? That's the point that we were arguing, right? The sex is consensual. They're in agreement, right? They've never been taken out. They've never been told they were taken out. This is a college campus.
Okay, so
right, and then wait. And then they get ignored in public and still do the same thing that same night. You see, you can't then start to demonize, right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. So at a point, wait. Your perpetual behavior is on you, right? It's perpetual behavior. It's on you. You can't keep blaming everybody else for the decisions you continue to make. And then you try to be ignorant to what your results will be. You see? That doesn't make sense.
Y'all cannot keep scapegoating the people.
Wait. What about what I said, though? You agree?
Yeah. I'm not taking accountability away from the women. Okay. But I understand that they're in a desperate situation. But somebody taking advantage of a person in a desperate situation is not a good.
Why are you making them desperate?
Because that's fucking desperate. A regular woman wants to be treated well. She wants to be taken out, and every fucking man knows that. Which means you're doing her wrong.
So,
you're wrong if you're having sex with this girl and in real life pretending like you don't know her. No real woman that's not in a situation wants to be treated like that. You know that as a decent human being, but you're not a fucking decent human being. You're okay with treating somebody piss poor.
Do you think that? Let me ask you a question. Do you think that women? Do you think that women control access to sex?
Yeah, sure.
So then how are you even gonna make this argument? It don't even make sense. If you saying women control, well, that was a rhetorical question. You saying women control access to sex, and yet the issue that we're arguing is men having access to sex with this woman, right? And then you're saying that she's desperate, but then in the next breath you're saying that she controls this particular situation. She's making consensual choices, right? Now, when you try to tell them that there's no value there, they saying, nah, fuck that. I'm saying, really, don't let them keep talking like that, right? If they really want more than that, they have to change their modus operandi. That's what I'm telling you to tell them. Stop saying, oh, niggas is no, because you just said they control the access. So if you believe that, because I don't, but if you believe that, right, then you can't in the next breath saying they being used. That don't make sense.
Because you can still be used even if you're in control of access. You can still be misused.
We're talking about probability, my heart.
There are people in desperate situations who don't know no better, who get exploited. That's life.
We talking about
y'all will promote and big and be like, oh, these people who exploit people and take advantage of people. The people are stupid. And what the fuck is the person taking advantage of people? What's the fucking alternative? If I know you don't like something and I get over on you, guess what? I'm the one getting over. That doesn't make me a good person. Why are we bragging about that? That needs to be deconstructed. The person
you can't say that.
I know the way that people should be treated, and I don't treat them well.
Yeah, you are.
I know the respect that I should have people, and I treat them less than that. I give them less respect.
Yeah.
Based on their skin tone, based on how they look. That's crazy.
But you aren't being sapiential though, right? Because you're willfully ignoring several factors when making your statements. You see? So there's a perpetual modus operandi, and she also controls the access to this particular situation. She's making a consensual decision repeatedly. Right? So that you can't ignore those factors when making your statements. Cheek, what's popping? Let me bring this up.
What's good?
What's good? Me and Relly talking shit.
No, not talking shit. This is her disposition about women and sex. She's gonna maintain it, but being the person on the other side, women want to have sex. Yeah. And they are very much so willing participants of consensual sex. And if you do not push it, it's going to be a problem. And if you're already having a hard time getting sex for whatever the reason, whether it be male or female, you will accept a willing opportunity. That's just how that goes. So,
yeah,
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like if you take the experience as the person that doesn't push for sex, and you see how women date and operate, they are no different than men. They're really not, especially when it comes to sex.
Yeah,
I would say they're arguably the worst because their behavior and actions are oftentimes tossed to the side, or they will get some shit off.
Turn your mic up, Cheek.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's loud to us, but it'd be different on the YouTube, so they said you kind of low. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just that's her perception. I think she has a viewpoint about women and sex, and as somebody that can understand part of it, there's the part that don't get talked about, which is right. You're right. We don't know men and what they're saying to women to get sex, but you don't know what women are doing to people that they want to have sex with. All right, like they're making it very clear, or they try to make it clear, and they want it worse. If not just as much. So it's like, and since you're saying these things are happening and people are lying, but nobody has any evidence, or we can just use, substantial or anecdotal evidence, then I'd hate to be the one to pull all the homies that's like, yeah, I used to smash a lot, but I don't. But now they acting this way, or now they, like, yeah, I don't know. These.
But I feel like that's not addressing what I was saying. If you're saying. Do you think the average woman wants to have sex with and then pretend like you don't know her in public?
I don't think the average woman wants a relationship.
Do you think the average woman wants to have sex with you and then you pretend like you don't know her in public?
It depends on who you are. That's the part that matters.
Just answer the question. Do you think yes or no? Do you think that about the average woman?
Yes. I think so. I think these women are having sex with men that they don't want to be found out too, because that is happening. And that's the thing. And it depends. It depends on who you are, and if you are not the person that they want you to be seen with, they're gonna treat you like that too. I don't know why we acting like this. It worked both ways.
Cheek. And this.
When y'all turn around and y'all want to shit on women, y'all gonna bring up the fact that they're crying to their friends and they're crying themselves to sleep because they know they want the relationship with the man, because y'all know that about women, right?
No, they want the relationship with the man that they want a relationship with. They don't want a relationship with all men they have sex with. I don't think you understand that women are using men for sex as well. That's why it's mutual. So whenever I say a consensual,
but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about him saying just because people are overweight, they're being used for sex and nothing else. And I'm telling you, as a rule of thumb, that's not how those women want to be treated. And the men who are treating them that way absolutely fucking know that they don't want to be treated that way. That's why people are bragging on it. The people are bragging on, the things that you got to pay attention to, things that people brag about. If a woman can say, that nigga paying all my bills, I ain't even give him no pussy, that's something to brag about. You know what she's bragging about? She's taking advantage of that man. It don't matter that he's a willing participant giving her money. She knows she doesn't have no good intentions for that man, but she's still able to milk him out of his resources. You know why she's bragging to her friends about it? Because she's being a bad person. She's bragging about something negative.
Yo, this is
wait. It's not the same at all, because again, there's no mutual interaction. Sex is mutual. I don't know why women like to make it seem like sex is just one side. Sex is not this one-sided thing to where men are having sex with women and women aren't having sex with men, unless it's rape. Are we talking about rape?
No.
Okay, so sex is mutual. If a man puts a penis inside of a vagina of a vagina owner, she wants it there, and she's enjoying that time in that moment, and she wants that there, and he's agreeing to do that for her, and vice versa. Anything outside of that, especially if it's not agreed upon, and especially in 2026, of all the years, that's because they don't want to do that. I hate this the depiction of that where it's just like sex is just this one-sided thing that women just experience and they astral project and they're not really there. No, like come on,
that's the thing.
They're not raping you.
And here's the key, right? I think there's moments where they be sitting on the edge of the bed and all that, right? For sure, right? Because people cope. They be outside acting like they shit don't stink. You heard? This is a perpetual behavior too. Right? People are perpetuating this behavior. So you can't say they don't want it if they continue to do it over and over and get the same results. Like it don't make sense.
And then like if you keep doing it, don't expect me to look at you as this victim. You're not a victim. You're a participant.
Yeah.
If they took Sherelle's stance, which is, you know what, I don't like this, or I can't. If sex can only happen within the context of marriage, then that's a totally different stance. But that is not the average woman's stance. And when you try to get into a relationship like that, or even present that thing, they are not going for it. They don't want virgin men. Nobody want no virgin, period. Men or women. Everybody want to fuck. So we got to stop acting like when people finally do it on the terms that they want to do it on, and they don't get what they want at the end of the day, that is somebody else's fault. No, they don't want that extra stuff. They want to have sex and you want to have sex. If you want more out of it and they don't, that's well. That's just the end of the deal. Don't have sex with them if you know that's not going to be there in the first place. And if you're saying they're lying, by all means, but we can't prove that. Because now we're saying men are saying one thing, women are saying another, and you can't ask me who I think are liars because both these niggas lies to me. I don't think anyone's going to ever tell the truth about what she really be doing with her pussy. Nor do I think a man be told, oh yeah, I lied. Who's going to do that? These people are not real actors. So until we get a lie detector test or a truth serum, fuck both of them. You get what you get when you start fucking.
On me?
Yep,
it's on you.
Yo, what up? Sorry, everybody. Yeah, man. So first and foremost, both of y'all right, Sherelle and him.
Shout out, wait, hold on. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. Just no white women. When Mr. Fantastic walking around, you will be
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. Jumping.
Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Chasing the rivers and the lakes that he was using.
Yo, hold on. Let this nigga, what'd he say? We both right. What's he talking about?
Yeah, y'all both right, nigga. You heard what I said. You know who the it is. Brother, you're right as in where the women understand, but Sherelle is right about niggas lying to these hoes. Come on, you know niggas lie to these hoes. And y'all just did a show. You niggas said that motherfucking a Beijing is lying to hoes. Y'all said a hat is lying to hoes.
No, I didn't. I said Beijing is makeup.
That's a lie, nigga.
Wait, makeup is a lie. What you mean?
What the fuck you mean? What you mean? A bitch put makeup on, that ain't her fucking face.
I'm saying Beijing is makeup, my nigga. That's what I'm saying.
And nigga, makeup is a lie, nigga. You ever heard
of
catfish?
Okay, but don't say I'm saying Beijing is makeup. You saying makeup is a lie is different from me saying niggas is lying because they wear Beijing.
Well, the women are saying that it's a lie. They saying when a nigga walk around with a hat on and he know he motherfucking got the cul-de-sac, he got the motherfucking toilet seat, it's a lie. When niggas say he motherfucking hike fishing, when niggas put 6 feet on their motherfucking profile and they really 5'9.5", that's a lie. Niggas definitely lie, him. Come on. Niggas
okay. I got you. Now, the demographic in which we were conversing about was the big joint. You heard?
They lie to them too.
Niggas don't got. I'm telling you, B. And this the thing, right? Y'all probably wasn't there for this.
But that's what I'm saying. So why they don't have to lie to the big ones? Because it's sounding like dehumanization.
No, you don't have to lie. Yo, look, that's the thing. People already make conclusions. So like this the thing, right? And this the thing about y'all being outside in different times or lack thereof. the most beautiful women, as an example, very rarely get approached because niggas make assumptions too quick.
This is not
the big. Oh my
God! I'm telling you, nigga. Yeah, exactly, nigga. As the nigga who's the fucking big girl expert, I've seen the DMs, nigga. Big bitches done showed me the DMs that niggas say, bro. Niggas send big bitches money off the strength, I just randomly. It's not bugging.
Yo, all right, listen. If niggas is all right, listen. If niggas is this inept, right, lesser than men being castrated, then I concede. Cause this shit don't make no sense, bro.
Yes, but then why do you feel like you have to be inept who treat big women like regular people?
No, I'm saying lying, Sherelle. This is an important conversation. Remember what we're discussing. No, listen. Look in the camera, because we kind of like we just mushing shit together. I'm saying that if niggas are lying, that's what I'm talking to.
They're lying.
Okay, but I got you. I'm saying that this is what I'm saying men are castrated for and shit. Right? I'm just making sure we understand what I'm responding to, the lying aspect.
Yes, you're not the big girl, but just lying.
Yeah, but big. No, I got y'all. I'm talking about the big cheekbone nigga right here. Do she understand what I'm saying? You know, there's only one nigga with cheekbones up here. These niggas don't got no type of cheekbones. All right, go ahead. My bad, Mr. Ventura.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Yes, for one, Hamp, if niggas are paid for feet pictures, niggas do anything, Hamp. I don't want to see the pussy. I don't want to see the titties. Show me the feet.
Yo, really, get on this nigga, man. What do he say about white girls?
I didn't say nothing about white
girls. Car into a swamp and he jumped in the swamp to save her. I'm dead ass.
No, I think
he
drops in the swamp.
I said, see, yeah, man.
That white queen. I said that white queen blind in the air. It's like, oh no.
And nigga came out looking like Swamp Thing, man.
He wore his new shoes and everything. He would have took his shoes off. It was a black woman. He'd have been like, man,
please, Lord, let it be a black woman. God damn it.
Okay, it's the subject. Mr. Fantastic, stand on it. Fantastic was right. Yeah, run that shit back. Fantastic, spit that shit.
As the big nigga expert, bro, these niggas like the big bitches. They like the ugly bitches. They lying to the nigga bitches. Okay, they lying to the motherfucking titties at the top, dick at the bottom. Okay, so again, these niggas live on anything, bro. I don't think you right. I'm afraid of how right you are, brother. I know you be trying to be facetious and try to like motivate niggas, but no, bro. This is just the truth in the life we fucking live right now. This is the reality we live in. Niggas operate out of desperation and scarcity when it comes to pussy, bro. Whatever they gotta do, they'll do it. You say it all the time. What? The first life over $1, the next one over what?
A woman.
Yeah, a little piece of pussy, bro. I had to tell my son this shit, right? Because my son, he in high school now, so he got he talking or whatever, and I gotta let him know. I'm like, hey man, if that little nigga from Duval County think that's his old lady, you leave him the fuck alone, all right? Leave her alone. You don't talk to her. Because I don't got time to be tracking down somebody's whole motherfucking family like Jack Reacher, and then ended up somewhere because of some little motherfucker got his little piece of pussy, first little piece of pussy, he don't want to let it go. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Yeah, you'll be surprised, bro. And I'm pretty sure you've seen it, Hamp, bro. Like any woman that's willing to give you, I'll just say this, Hamp, shit. Have a big bitch show you her fucking DMs, bro, and you will be amazed, bro. I'm telling you. You will be fucking amazed, bro.
And everybody in there lying to her.
Lying, selling dreams, nigga making movies. Everything. Niggas saying whatever they gotta do, bro. On some, like you said, hey, baby, your hours are between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. You gotta be gone before the trash man come.
Man. All right. Well, I concede because nigga is crazy.
Yeah, man, I know it's a sad song, man. I'm mad at y'all. Let me finish. I'm mad that y'all make a bigger deal about the big bitches than the ugly bitches. Niggas out here putting their dick in TD Jakes. These bitches looking like the daddy from Good Times, and that's their baby mama. Nobody care about that, but everybody want to always talk about the big bitch. Shout out to Sherelle. Now, that's what I want. That's the most important thing. Hell, now you definitely wrong on this. Both of y'all wrong on this. Okay. Most women are not average or attractive. Most of these hoes are unattractive. All right.
I said they was average.
No, not even average. Not even average. Hell, no. The majority of females are unattractive. Niggas just willing to fuck. 60% of women are
60%? Hey, hold on. Let me play this, bro. Speaking of what he was saying. This one of the YNs right here. Hold on.
Told you that she had someone. Nigga, you must wanna die. Should've tried somebody else. Should've stayed the fuck out of face. Never should've shot your shot. Cause now I'm shooting at you. Cause you tried my rock. Now I'm creeping on your block. Them bullets gon' feel like raindrops. You gon' see sparks and flames. What's that, nigga?
Take a classic like that and thug it out.
No, you didn't thug it out. It's just weird. Why you singing to your op like that? Nigga, put your bass in your voice. Who the fuck scared of that?
That nigga was singing his ass off, dog.
Fucking only high pitched nigga I can hear and respect is fucking West Side. Boop, 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 boop. Nigga's not singing to his ops. I'm like, you gonna see sparks and nigga, flame and feel like raindrops. Nah, shut up.
That's definitely my op song, nigga. That fire. But man, what were you saying, Mr. That you cut out, man?
Oh, my bad. I was giving up percentages. Most of these hoes are unattractive, bro. 60% unattractive, 40% average, 5 to 6. And then your 7 to 9s are 9.9%. Your 0.1% is the 10s, bro. So y'all got to stop lying, bro. Y'all are part of the problem. Most of these women are unattractive. Niggas just make them attractive to fuck them.
They don't have to be attractive to fuck.
Niggas lie to themselves, bro. These bitches are not cute. They not.
They didn't say cute. They said average. Most people are average.
Average is cute. Average is cute.
It is not.
Yes, it is. Average is cute. 7s or better is pretty, nigga. 10 is perfect.
Average is average, fantastic. Cute is cute. Those are two different
average
areas.
Is cute. Nigga. Cute and pretty are not the same thing.
If somebody is a 5, they cute.
Yeah, she can be cute as a 5. She's just not pretty.
No, wait. Not she can be a 5. Like just a 5. Is she cute?
That's all, she might be. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A 6, she's definitely cute. Steve Chicky it's a science to this young fella. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, again, what did Kevin Samuels? Listen, Kevin Samuels gave the whole thing. No makeup on, fresh out the shower. A 5. Yeah. What is she?
She could be. She's average for sure. Average is she.
Okay, so
5 is alright.
Oh, right. So that's what Hamp is saying. Most women just alright. Like you don't think much. You don't think high.
But a 6 can be cute. She tries. She can be cute if she tries.
Fantastic. The fact that you keep giving the area of cute, which is above 5.
Pretty are two different things. But yeah, but cute. That's cute. An ugly bitch can. So let's do this, Cheeky. Can an ugly bitch be cute? No. Thank you. So you got ugly, cute, pretty, perfect.
No, it's ugly, regular, cute, pretty, perfect. Why do we keep skipping over that regular part?
You.
Hold on. Can a 5 get ugly or cute?
Yeah.
No, yeah. That's the point. It could go either way. That's
why I said a 5 is alright. That's why I said a 5 is alright.
Okay, right. So if we saying a 5 is alright, then we saying most women can.
Cute start overlapping. So 6 can be cute, but then she could be because she could up one. So I got you. We'll same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like most girls can get ugly. Like, all right, you cut your hair wrong and that's
no. If she a 7, she can't get ugly.
Okay, well we're not talking about 7s. 7s are higher. We talking about the average look, just a regular chick.
Yeah,
not the ugly, not the ugly, not the cute. The one that's like if she one thing you throw it off.
She could have a pretty face and a horrible body, or a good body and a horrible face. There's just so many factors.
See, that, you see, right? And most women.
We agree. Most of these hoes ugly. Most of them ugly. We move on. We got.
This nigga. That's strict. I don't know. I don't think so. I think most people are just a 5. They just a 5. Most people just walking around just regular. All it takes is one. If I try to pull the same fashion off as Fantastic, I done drop in my look. But only Fantastic do it because Fantastic got the hype. Right? You see what I'm saying? Same thing with women. If Sherelle was bald headed, absolutely no hair at all, and she couldn't wear that pink thing on her head, we would say that affects how your outcome. If Devin didn't have a beard or whatever,
I've been bald head before. I cut all my hair off.
Yeah, but nobody knows you as that. Okay, nobody knows that. But anyway, Devin, if Devin cut off all his facial hair, or if Hamp, I don't know, then where's tassels? I don't know. It all makes the adjustments.
I got to get caught in the fire.
You already been through a fire. Now you got to reborn, my Phoenix brother. You've been through the fire and the rain and the storm. You told us about it. So, and you born in the 80s or some shit. Y'all been through everything, apparently.
The same, bro. They can melt my face off, man. Devin can't cut his beard for sure.
Right. Like,
how you gonna tell me what I can and can't do?
All right, well, tomorrow. All right, can you be on the show Wednesday? Can you cut your beard this evening and then attend the show on Wednesday?
I don't cut my beard because a man tell me to cut my beard.
I asked. He didn't ask. Now he turned into some macho shit, so he don't got to do. Hey, Devin, I ain't even. Yo, my fault. It was
sorry,
just a God
sorry,
damn.
OG.
Nigga, I ain't listen no niggas. Fuck. Meanwhile, this nigga was in the military, getting yelled at by niggas repeatedly. But it stopped at Hamp though. It stopped at Hamp.
Before this goes any further, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Yeah, but even though I got out, I got out so I could stop listening.
Say again.
I said I got out so I could stop listening.
No, touche. I don't know, man. What do you think, man? So we were talking about, but this was like lesser of the topic. We just kind of, no, it's important because
they got you off the square. That's what happened. If you would have stuck it, you wasn't wrong. They just switched the issue.
Yeah, the issue was switched for sure, right? I think the key is this though, Devin, because remember, Relly's premise and prompt was deconstructive, right? We looking at people with a behavior that doesn't serve them, and they perpetuate that behavior and then blaming other people. That is deconstructive, making things cool or cute that aren't.
Yeah,
right.
It happened in real time. I don't know if you caught it, but it happened in real time.
Which part?
So the whole deconstruction is based off. If you bring up like any of the topics that you brought up, like where we were talking about, maybe stepdads, abortion, like whatever it may be, there's always a lesser than in the story. And then when we were talking about the big girl, she was considered the lesser than. So then automatically you became the perpetuate, for that her being the lesser than, and you needed to do something to not perpetuate that complex or that situation, rather than her just doing something to get herself out of that situation. And I think that's where, and I think it even probably comes into the leadership conversation of how many things within our society that's becoming deconstructive because someone is considered maybe not a victim, but lesser than, and then we have to placate to them being lesser than, whether it's their choice, like whether it's their decision-making choices, whatever it may be, we have to placate to it. That's the deconstruction. And I think it happened in real time.
I see what I agree. Like this. We arguing about this. They got a gym for that though. Right? That's a great point, Devin.
And even the situation where, Sherelle brought up, women, tricking men out of their money and stuff. We don't attack the women for doing it. We just understand it's a truth. and we tell men to do better, even though they might be the person getting taken advantage of. You say, stop being an idiot. We don't placate.
Fix your face, Jarrell.
Y'all definitely attack women for it. What are you talking about?
I mean, it may be an attack, but is it the truth? That's the other thing with the situation.
Yeah, if you are the type of
it's more
person
about how I
that
feel
exploits
about it
other
than whether
people,
it's the truth and doesn't need to be fixed.
you are a horrible person. And you always will be in my book. You don't treat people how you would want to be treated, nigga. You are a horrible person.
I mean,
you
but
wouldn't
that's
want if you actively go in to doing something where you wouldn't want to be treated like that. You wouldn't want the women you love to be treated like that, but you're okay with treating somebody else like that. You know that you're doing something wrong, and you're okay with it. I'm
you know what? I'll agree with you, Cheryl. I'll agree with it.
I'm never going to move off that principle. Because if somebody was doing that to your cousin, to your daughter, to your sister, you'd be telling her that ain't the way that somebody should treat you.
No, they made something different.
Not connected to you doing anything.
So can I grant you? Can I grant you that those people may be a horrible person, but it doesn't change the fact that you have 100% control of that dynamic. The perception or what you present to the world in that situation. Yeah, people may treat you horrible, and they can be condemned also. But I think that's where we have issue. I think that's where we have the issue when it comes to deconstruction, is because that feeling of how people are being treated based off their own choices outweighs them actually making those choices.
Yeah, but y'all, because you're talking about them. You're the only person that just sat up here and said it. Yeah, if you treat people in a way that you wouldn't even want to be treated, somebody treated you in that same way, you would feel like they trying to do you in. But you are okay with doing that same behavior to somebody else. You are fucked up. You're a fucked up individual. But we'll lift those individuals up in society and be so okay with that. And then we want to talk about why our relationships and family and trust and community all falling apart. Well, aren't you the same group of niggas who want to exploit and take care and fuck over people and treat people how you don't want to be treated? And then you want somebody to turn around and trust and build with you.
I don't know where all that came from.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
The thing with their statement is
all gonna go hand in hand. Not in a world I can treat Devin any kind of way if Devin feel like he ain't got no other options, right? But then I'ma feel fucked up if Devin get another option and leave my ass. Do me anything, treat me any kind of way, and then somebody gives me a way out, and when I take the way out, I'm disloyal.
Sherelle, you derailing though.
See, every time.
You derailing though. Cause all right, maybe you're not. Let me see. Devin, finish your point totally.
In totality, my point is her statement can be true. It's not a this or that. It can be this and that. So but the issue is she's making a this or that and then having the feeling of what she believes as the lesser than person, you should save that person. Whether it's, you can demolish the person and say it for doing some degenerate stuff also by just having sex with that person, frivolously without even trying to have a connection, try to have a relationship, take that person out. You can admonish them, but it doesn't. But this is where we have the deconstruction of our society, is we lose that part when we lose the part where that person put themselves in that situation. They like, again, the consensual sex, the choice to be that size or that weight. We totally miss that part, and then it becomes another thing within our society that we allow to just be okay or acceptable, like being the dad that stepped up or whatever we want to put, what else we want to insert that situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're making, because in order for this person to be doing all this getting exploited, they would have to be void of options, opportunity, and everything. People make conscious decisions, like Chica was saying, consensually to do a thing. Also, they have remedies, both medicinal and physical, for you to get out of that situation that caused you to be slotted as such. But because you don't do anything, right, and choose to have consensual sex, and that's all it is, and that's always been for you, now somebody else is to blame, that just don't make no sense.
Well, and then just definitionally, like I'm trying to make sure that we're using these words correctly. Exploited, meaning being used unfairly for someone else's benefit. That is not the case with sex. Unless you're being raped or blackmailed. And that is not the case, even for big girls. That is not the case. Everybody today is having consensual sex for the most part. And if it's unconsensual, that is wrong and that's exploitative. But if you're saying, as a human being, I want to have sex and I also want to have a relationship, but you can only get one out of the two, and one of those things are mutual because the other person wants it as well, you can't then be like, well, that's not fair, you exploited me. No, I'm having sex because that's what I want to do, and that's what you agree that you want to do. Anything past that part, like, because then what we're going to do, we're going to start putting men in unconsensual relationships?
Yeah,
that sounds crazy. Like, can we think of that? An unconsensual relationship?
Yeah, interesting. Let me read these real quick. Jay Miller with the $5 says, if attractive men are rarer, then expecting them to be monogamous is even more delusional, correct?
No, that doesn't make sense.
I guess he's saying if attractive most men are ugly, and most women want the attractive men, so now his access levels go up exponentially. We expect him to be more faithful than men with no options.
If somebody says they're going to be faithful, then be faithful.
Yeah, like,
if you
that's
don't
so
be faithful, then don't say you're not going to be faithful.
Yeah, I think the question is simply, and then we're also saying most men are lesser than. So I could argue that when men are as faithful as their options. So I guess he's looking at the probability factor. Anna was popping with the $5 says, yes, sex is mutual, but the majority of women aren't just having sex for sex like men. They're having it with the hope of getting the relationship also. Yeah, we saying you can't do the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result, right? And thinking that, hey, you're just going to keep the same modus operandi. It's just, these are adults we're talking about. These are adults. Bobby Bloom with the $5 says, remind Sherelle what she said about EBD. Really, what'd you say about EBD, bro?
Bruh.
That people didn't like him, not just because he was a nerd, just because he was unattractive.
Well, the other part,
and just because you're a nerd doesn't mean just because you're a nerd doesn't make you a good person. Because when he got married, he still
that was the part.
He gave a woman a chance. A woman gave him a chance, and he did her dirty. Which means, guess what? You watching anime has no fucking merit on your character. And anime is in black culture. So yeah, you're not gonna fit in with the normal people who do normal black culture shit because you're doing something that's on the side of it, an alternative thing, which means yeah, you may have a smaller social circle, but you're also not attractive, and you're not pulling the mean girls, you're not pulling the Regina Georges of the white community. You're not going into the white community because white community people stuff their fucking nerds into lockers. They don't like nerds at white schools either. They treat smart, geeky people bad too. So don't try to uplift white women like, oh, white women are so much more accepting. No, it's just much more of them. That's it. And it doesn't make you better. So that's exactly what I told them. And I stand on it. Okay. You're all unattractive people get treated poorly. That's the world.
Wait, what?
And y'all be wanting to cake for EBD. Oh, why were women treated bad just because he's ugly? But y'all okay with people treating fat people bad because they're fat. Yeah. And that's why people are deconstructing. Nobody wants to sit around and care about people who don't care about them.
So
nobody wants to sit and build community with people who do not care about them. exploit them and take advantage of them.
I think the one
People
that
are
got
gonna keep themselves on fire to warm y'all up.
the one that got everybody. I don't think anybody disagreed with all of those things up until you said he shouldn't procreate. But that's all. That was hinged off the idea that only the top men procreate. I don't think. I don't think that.
Did I say he shouldn't procreate? I said if black women don't select you to be replicated, then you won't be replicated. You'll go water your genes down with a white woman. That's that's exactly what he did.
Anyway, are we using that correctly? Are we using that term correctly? That was my question too. Deconstruct. I don't think y'all using that in a proper context.
What you mean?
Exactly what I said. You know what deconstruct means?
Tell us.
It means to fucking take apart something that's already together. Break the whole down into parts.
This is the era.
Okay, so we are deconstructing religion. Wasn't religion already together?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is deconstruction era. He missed the era part. The era part. Like this is an era can be 30 years,
okay,
right?
No, I got you now. It makes sense. Yeah, everything's being even humanity is being deconstructed or gender. So I got you.
This nigga fixed one boat and want to try to fucking
a boat, nigga. Who the fuck fixed
that man saved a white woman. Chill. If he was on the Titanic, they should have had that on the Titanic.
He would have been. He would have told him, "Climb on my back."
That's on my name, nigga. I ain't never picked no boat, nigga.
On a ship, sorry.
Ship neither.
Aeroplane.
How the fuck you never was on the ship?
And helicopters, nigga. You know what I mean? Complex, the most complex of complex fucking,
We can't see you. Why you talking? And you eating ice?
You eating ice is crazy.
That's the good ice too. He is eating ice.
He eating ice like a motherfucker, and we can't hear him.
We can't hear you.
I can tell by he chewing. That's ice.
He talking down too.
Don't drink no coffee after.
Mr. Fantastic wanted to interrupt the conversation so he could mess.
Yeah, what is that?
He don't got no connection. Is we using deconstruction right now? You the only person with Webster. We don't Google shit. HAMP come up here giving a new thesaurus word a week. Okay, he's dropped 2 today. I hope y'all getting that shit down.
Listen, baby, I was a fucking fairly beat champion. Don't play with me. I don't need no damn dictionary.
Spell automatopoeia.
Automatopoeia?
Yeah.
I can't speak right now.
He starts smiling. Yo, I'm telling you, yo. The participation trophy, the justifying bullshit is probably the most deconstructive things we've done, Sherelle. Making sense out of everything and then glorifying it. That is probably the most deconstructive thing we do often. That shit is be ill.
I got a question.
Sure.
Who doesn't deserve respect?
Well,
I think you're having the wrong conversation. Nobody's talking about morality.
What you talking about? I don't know, Devin. It's nice to meet you.
Keep trying to derail with some
I literally control the conversation and HAMP moderate. Welcome to the Tuesday show. So you don't tell me what conversation needs to be had. I tell you what conversations needs to be had.
Yo.
And you give your input on the fucking conversation that I want to have. Do you get it?
All right, well, we can move to go.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Okay? That's your lane. I talk about what we want to talk about.
All right, well, use the link.
You come up here to help after I figure that out.
Use the blinker next time.
That is funny. That was funny as hell.
Use the blinker.
Go ahead.
What was the question?
Who doesn't deserve to be respected?
Okay, clarifying question. Is respect earned or given?
I feel like it's given. I think reverence is earned. Respect is a given.
Well, so then, Cheeky, respect earned or given?
I think given.
Devin?
I'm gonna say earned.
Mr. Fantastic?
Respect is definitely earned.
Yeah, I think it's earned too, really. So it's hard. I think human decency is general for most people, but I don't walk around like I respect this person. I just try to treat them decently.
Okay, so who do you feel like doesn't, even if you feel like respect is earned, who do you feel like doesn't deserve respect? You feel like gay men shouldn't be respected?
No.
Do you feel like whores shouldn't be respected?
No.
Do you feel like atheists shouldn't be respected?
No.
Okay, so in the subset of people who you don't even feel like deserve respect, when things happen to them, do you lack sympathy?
No. Empathy would be because I don't have those same experiences, you know.
Okay, so now what about their quality of life? Should they live a lower quality of life?
It's by
because
proxy.
of the lifestyle that they do?
Yeah, their lifestyle is lower quality, so that's already given.
And you don't feel like they should have an equal life as people who don't choose their lifestyle?
Well, they don't because of the lifestyle they live.
I'm saying, but like, do you feel like they should have equal rights, human decency?
I don't know. What
Do you think?
human decency is because vengeance and carrying out their particular penalties isn't my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, like as an example, if I seen Rainbow Kid out somewhere, right, I ain't gonna let nobody do nothing to him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Okay.
Right, because people aren't fully defined by one aspect of themselves. Right, that's not the whole of the person.
Mm-hmm. So in a society where people lack respect for each other's differences, do you think a strong society could be built from that?
Yeah.
Because what it seems like now is going on in society, if you're paying attention, is all the people that have been ostracized over the decades of time for being different. All the people we told, you can't sit with us, it's more of them now.
Mm-hmm.
We done told so many people that they can't go, that it's the majority of the people that can't go. So now they're infringing on tradition. They're infringing on all the people who told them you don't belong. Like the world is being taken over by the misfits.
Yeah, that ain't no big deal. That's always been the case. It's always been the few doing the right thing. So I'm not making room for nothing that don't need to be made room for. That's the problem. People have been too understanding the things they shouldn't have to understand.
But people are more accepting.
Yeah, but I agree with that.
Remember, we got the heterosexual men pretending to be gay.
Jesus.
Yeah, whoa, wait. Yeah.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah, but no. I don't agree with that. It's more of them than us. So I don't think it's more of misfits than regular people. No, you just have a more of a of course it's a larger group and a representation. But when we talk about just the rainbow,
You think the majority of women are whores?
Yeah. By the definition,
listen, a whore is a misfit.
Well, hold on, Sherelle. I think this is where the conversation gets interesting. So if that becomes the norm, how can it be a misfit? If it's commonplace where the minority is now the majority, you're no longer the misfits. You're the standard.
Well, when the misfits become the majority, then society gets flipped upside down. The most popular women are not. First of all, in the hierarchy of Black society, whores are at the top.
Yeah, hands down. Whores and
whores are at the top. Yeah. They got the most attention, they're going to get the most results. They're the biggest influencers. The whole culture, they are at the top because they're the majority. They flipped it.
Along with street niggas. Yes. We're upside down. We're fucking bizarro land. Niggas are bizarro land. I'm glad you said that.
So that's what I'm saying. So it is majority of the misfits. Like the misfits are now in control and they want it all. That's what I'm saying.
They're not the majority. They're just the most popular. They have the loudest voice. So
but if you're saying that the majority of women are whores and the majority of the people in the country are women. So before we even get to the gay people who are supporting and all the other factions of misfits, we got to deal with the fact that the majority of the country are women and the majority of them are whores. Then the misfits are running the numbers up.
We got to separate that though. I don't know. I can't rock with that. You can't put the women that are simply whores by having sex out of marriage, which everybody does that. That's why I said all the men would be whores too, because nobody's having in the context of marriage. So that's why I say nobody's a misfit.
Y'all are whores too.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
Too. Y'all are very promiscuous people.
I'm not fighting that.
Promiscuity is a misfit. That at one point in time, you just being promiscuous was looked down on.
Exactly.
But now it is normal.
But that's what I'm saying, Sherelle. At one point in time, motherfuckers listen to motherfucking 8-track cassette players and fucking and records.
That's why.
And we got rid of it. Okay, so stay on that train of thought. And they got rid of it, right?
Yeah.
So now transfer it to whoredom.
What is this lady know? Is she directing the bus?
They're getting rid of Chaz. They're getting rid of that lifestyle. They're promoting this other lifestyle as more lucrative.
Ain't no getting rid of.
They pretty much got rid of it. It's a dying cause.
For real.
Have you ever been Chaz in your life? No. You have Chaz friends? No. I would never sit up here and tell y'all that I'm the connoisseur of whoremongering or being a whore. But y'all love talking to Chaz people and trying to tell Chaz people how the world looks. It's not many of us. It's a dying breed. I'm telling you now.
It's gone. Sherelle, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying that you're not saying it correctly. I'm saying that it's over with. Chastity is dead. Okay. That's no longer a thing. It's a fucking.
It's about 10 of us left per city.
That's less than 1% of the population.
She said 10 per city.
That's over.
Peso said, "What's up?"
Hey, Peso.
I don't know if she can hear you.
I heard him.
Oh, okay. And that's why I say give respect instead of earn it. Because to be honest, if I just take a look at most of people's lives or what I deem to be quote unquote respect worthy, it wouldn't be high. It's better to be defaulted to give the respect and then have the probability or action or behavior lose said respect, but if you have to earn it, most people, including on this panel, probably wouldn't earn the respect because just given what I think about some of y'all's beliefs, actions, and behavior, that shit don't get no points in respect. But I'd rather just give it to you because I believe most people should be treated decently and go, all right, that's a point minus. Yeah, it's just, yeah, there's no way in hell. Especially if I go to the Discord, there's no fucking way respect is earned in that shit. It's just lost. It just that shit just get you lost over and over again. Like, wait, what? So nah, that's why I said I give respect, not earn, because there's so many different philosophies, there's so many different theology, especially with the fall of man and Adam being the original man. We don't, you didn't earn grace, you fell from grace. So there's a lot that it's a lot of my reasoning. But yeah,
right, Adam.
Your daddy. So nah. If we operated in earning, if we had to operate in the world of earned respect for real, in the way that y'all are saying, this shit would be over. Most of y'all would not get it. Most of y'all would be treated terribly. And the only thing that may be saving you from that is the grace of God. So no.
I think people only act a certain way because of just general laws. Like, I think if laws didn't exist, you wouldn't see it at all. You would just see people just acting out how they feel.
So give me a time frame in any history of time where laws or some level of regulation didn't exist.
I mean, I think they're always, for the majority.
Remember when they didn't have no laws for how white people treated black people? And if we talked to white girls, they would hang us?
I mean, I think there were laws. What are you talking about?
No, it wasn't. They had to be made into law. It was very legal to hang people. They made it illegal to do that because it wasn't a law against hanging people.
I see what you're saying. In my mind, I was just thinking about it. It was more as like it was an accepted reality.
That's a perfect example. What could a slave do to earn respect? Not current day, but what could a slave, if you have that mindset of earn, what is it that the lower class or subjected class, what can that slave class do to earn respect to the people that are over them?
Nothing.
I mean,
if you come from them. Go ahead, my bad.
I think you're trying to make it a tangible thing, when I think respect is just subjective to each individual of what they deem as respect.
And that's where I'm not trying to make it a tangible thing. I'm just questioning the philosophy of your standpoint of it being earned. Because respect, if it has to be earned, and you're not the person empowered to deem something respectable, how can you ever earn it? Versus it being a thing that's inherent to humanity or the person or
you would ultimately have to do something that aligns with whatever that person deemed as respectful.
What do you think slaves did that were respectful for people for slave owners to gain respect for them?
I'm trying to follow your logic.
I'm just asking you, what do you think slaves did that gained the respect of the slave owner?
I mean, probably nothing, because their respect wasn't based off what they could or couldn't do.
So
they was just either gonna respect them because they were decent people, or they wasn't ever.
Or they
no
weren't.
matter how hard the slave worked.
And even with them working,
because I think the issue is with your statement is, I'd even then, like, okay, they didn't respect all black people. We can throw that into a bucket. But then just because you were white and not black, I don't think all white people just respected all white people. So I don't think color was the deciding factor of respect or not respect, which I think is what is the line the variable you're trying to add as far as delineation of.
You're talking about the people who used to say you couldn't drink from their water fountain?
I'm not bringing race.
Yeah, you were never going to get respect there.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying, they probably didn't respect white people either, but allow other white people to drink from their water fountain. And it wouldn't allow black people
respect,
from the water fountain.
Like take black people out of it. I don't think you drinking out of a water fountain has anything to do with like respect.
What?
Okay, should human beings be treated?
You think people who discriminate against you respect you?
Correct. They don't respect you, but because
they thought you was dirty. They thought you was
just because I don't discriminate against them. All right, just because I don't go out and discriminate against OnlyFans models doesn't mean I respect them. I have no.
You discriminate against them. If somebody asked you about them,
I have no social interaction with OnlyFans models, but I don't respect them.
If you could sign a petition to get OnlyFans banned, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because you're powerless doesn't mean if you had the power you would wield it. You're just powerless, and that's why OnlyFans models exist. That's what's going on.
But again,
what's going on is just that you just don't have the power and people are going to take advantage of this opportunity where the average man doesn't have power. The right people are in power to put the misfits in position where they need to be, and they're exploiting it.
The issue with your analogy is you're adding things on top of respect. Like you don't have to have.
Saying that just because white people didn't allow us to drink from water fountains.
I'm making it clear. I'm gonna make it clear. You don't have to be in a powerful, powerless dynamic to be respected or unrespected.
Right.
And you're making that situation. That's why it's making it difficult to follow the train of thought.
So that wasn't my train of thought, and I can understand maybe some of the issue you may be having. My train of thought is, if you're coming from the philosophy of respect is earned and not given, then the idea of respect being given to somebody that I guess maybe the ruling class may say you don't deserve. How do you appeal to that? Like, how do you appeal to the nature of I'm a human being, I deserve respect? If they go, well, you got to earn the respect, and their definition of earning the respect is being a certain this or certain that, race or whatever. Like, I brought it to class because I was thinking about class more so than I was race. But since race and slavery in America is kind of tied with each other, we can't really separate it. So let's bring it to class.
Okay. Again, because it's subjective, I think the measure of where somebody is measuring that respect will be based off what you could produce. So if it's like a class thing, then it'd be like, I don't respect you because you're not capable of producing. And then once you're able to produce, then they could say, I respect you now. If that's the
right, but you're saying based off of the productivity or some valuable measurement, whether it be material.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it could be subjective. It doesn't have to be material, but yeah.
Well, it's just, but so that's why I'm getting to the question of how do you appeal to something if it's so subjective and it's not just given? Like, because respect, it'd be different if respect was isolated as an experience or behavior and it didn't affect other aspects of life. But that's just not the case. Respect determines what you can and cannot get, how you are treated and not treated, what you will receive and what you won't receive. Respect is almost like a pillar in everything that determines your existence and the type of existence you're going to have. So if it's got to be earned and it's not naturally given, then I think that's a more dangerous rhetoric, because I think we've seen the idea of respect needs to be earned. But if it can't be earned because of just the nature of who you are, then how can it ever be given?
I mean, I guess my blockers. I think in the class situation, I don't think we're in a situation where it can never be earned. I don't think there's like a, hey, you can never be rich clause or be this or be that.
Right, Devin. So that now, and that's my point. The point is, we currently live in a day of respect is given, and disrespect is earned, which I think makes more sense.
Well, with that, I mean, again, but with that logic, if you have the freedom of move and maneuver and do whatever you want, and that's I think what Hamp was going to, where you have the choice to do X, Y, and Z, and you haven't or chose to do something that was opposite of positive, and maybe you went negative in a choice that or something you just don't align with, then I think you can default not have respect for that person.
Well, Hamp is taking the approach of not respecting any of the things that are outside of his purview, though. Right? His cordialness, but again, if we go off of that particular thing, most of us would be in shackles. We would be either in shackles or dead or beheaded. One of the three. Or we would have to need a major sacrifice and do the Nazirian Creed because we've fallen away from the 12 gates. Or the 12 tribes. Right? And that's a theocracy. So there's that. Hemp said that, but I disagree with that because if we were under that particular rule, white people would be in for, oh my God. White people would be in some terrible trouble. Those who aren't following the commandments, y'all would have a lot to reconcile with. Whoredom would be non-existent. Y'all wouldn't. It would. A lot of things would not apply to you.
And all y'all who married to women outside of the nation, y'all would get y'all ass beat, and y'all would have to send y'all wives away.
No, you have to kill them, maybe.
Shout out to Nehemiah, a real nigga.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I think being cordial makes the most sense. That's always my messaging, right? I spend the time with the people I love and care about, but in the earth, I'm cordial to everybody. Right? I don't respect kids, but I treat them.
You don't respect kids?
You what? Wait, say that again.
I respect kids. I'm like Big Chug.
I know you don't. I know, Big Chug. Get your big head ass stiff arm. Watch his head go forward and his body catch up.
Yeah.
Man, I saw Big Chug bully you out your chair the other day, man. You ain't like that.
Big Chug be.
You ain't even like that. Hemp was sitting down Chug can't sit. He like, man, I'm sitting right here. He's saying we gonna share.
That nigga Chug
That's
be.
what we gonna sit here together.
That nigga Chug
That's what Big Chug told.
That nigga Chug be musty.
I'm just saying, did he take your
He
feet or
musty
not?
already.
I bet he said that.
Damn, he got hormones running through his body at 2. Hey, get that nigga out the gym before you breed a pit bull instead of a human.
God damn. Stop taking him to the gym now. He be hating on that man, son.
Boy, be musty, man. Flow Focus, what's popping?
Yo, peace and love, chat. Peace and love to the panel, everybody. Sherelle, Yuki, Devin, thanks so much for having me again. Wow, the conversation has gone to a different place. I had no idea, it was more of a kind of finding what deconstruction is, because like what you're talking about is very much something that I've been thinking about for a long time. I tried to put I made up a word for it. I call it disachievementarianism, where it was more of where people wanted to say things like, oh, I deserve one thing or another just because of me existing. You know what I'm saying? Like I deserve, like what you're saying here, respect should be given to everyone. But now we're trying to figure out, is respect what we're talking about, or is it just common human decency, or is it, reverence, if you want to say that, you know what I mean? So the question, the topic kind of meander a little bit. So, just to say, I do think respect is earned in a sense where, just depending on your dynamic with whoever is you're looking for respect from, or whoever you're seeing the disrespect come from. Like for one, name dropping can be a form of disrespect, or describing someone under a circumstance where you're trying to utilize them as a point in the discussion. Somebody might take that as like what you call a sub, so that's disrespectful to that person. You might respect that person, but you might have shown them in a light where they saw as disrespect. So now what are we really talking about? To whom is respect given? To whom is it earned? I don't know, but these deconstruction, I think Hemp is, or the panel is more what are we really trying to do in life, and what are the incentives that are making us effective in the progress that I seek versus what you seek? The question is, to me, where does my freedom end and yours begin? You know, where do I get the right or the authority to say one thing or another? You know, I'm a doctor, so I get to say so, but why am I a doctor? Because I took 10 years to go, you know, do this. I took 12 years to do that.
Middle-aged, I got you. Let's start here. Middle-aged men without a wife and kids are deconstructive, man.
Say that again. Say that again.
Middle-aged men without wife and kids are deconstructive.
Okay, outside of traditional, like the norm. So now we see the majority of people are middle-aged without kids, and now that norm is what you're saying, the deconstruction of what was traditional, where by this time you should have a wife and kids, but since you don't, we appreciate
the nigga hustling backwards. He just smashing chicks, trying to figure it out, defiling. Right? He should have been started his lineage.
Well, that's the question. What is success? What does it mean to you? You see what I'm saying? And under what circumstances do you find yourself comfortable with your existence? You know what I mean? I think that's what success could really mean, and it's more subjective than something that everybody can stand on. Aside from being comfortable, protected, and well-fed, you know what I mean? Like the 12 jewels from the RZA, you know, we can kind of run those down the list of what real success might look like to somebody, and it'll be one of those 12 things at least. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, you know.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm saying that middle-aged men without wife and kids are deconstructive, man. A community is a group of families, not a group of individuals.
Hold on. I agree.
At Black Dog donated $20 through Super Chat. Hey, Hemp, why you dressed like the Unabomber today?
Your daddy. Frederick Howard with the $5 said, Genuine is 55, his wife 28. What's the problem with this, ladies? She is grown. We were talking about that? Bobby Bloom with the $5 says, I read that one. Yeah, man, that's all I'm saying, man. So what you think, man? I'm bugging? We're talking about deconstructive, man. The things that feed into the current population, our status quo, and our achievements. America is 12th on the list of greatest countries in the world.
No, yeah, you know, we don't do manufacturing in America no more. We outsource everything. You know what I'm saying?
We also don't got no family.
No family. Well, you know, that conversation can kind of go into what are the incentives of creating a family. You know, what
lineage.
Types of course, but what types of I want to say effective mechanics lead toward that? You know, what activities afford that, and I call it a privilege at this point. You know what I mean? Because not everyone gets that chance. So not everyone can be on the other side of that hill, you know what I mean, of the work that it takes to get to the top of the hill, and then the ease and comfort that you get for riding down the other side.
Are you talking about like are you trying to discuss what are the limitations, or are you asking what is the purpose?
A bit of both. I think that the incentives kind of lead you to the purpose. It's like what incentivizes you to do X, Y, or Z, and then, you know, just what is it for? Like, what are you really doing, and to whom are you doing? To whom are you respecting? To what end?
I think what the answer to both those would be structure and power. One, when you have the family structure, you are more stable. I mean, when you're more stable, and then when you're stable, you're able to gain power. Whether it's within your home or if you're just spreading it out to a larger group where there might be a voting base.
Right. Power, money, influence, resources, you know, increasing your circle of influence. I mean, when it comes down to it, we see the power in social media, and people like us are utilizing it to its advantages. Maybe not the greatest advantage, because to what ends is all of this? A lot of people do have a lot of eyes on them, but they're not saying a whole lot. This is why I didn't decide to go on Fresh and Fit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I've gone on a number of other people's podcasts just like that, because y'all are gracious enough to allow just the average Jim Joe Brown to just come up here and say, "Hey, what's up, guys? Let me drop my 2 cents into the hat." Excuse me. So it's just, what avenues are there available for us to achieve these things that we're looking for? And then you can bring it back to dating. How is it that a man walks into a bar, sees a girl he likes, talks to her, and she's not even interested unless he buys a drink? Cool, I'll buy you a drink. But now, whether or not another guy that catches her eye decides to come over when I step to the bathroom and take her out, it's like, what am I going to do with that? I
know what's messing you up. You prattle. So when you prattle, it's hard for most people to follow your conversation. So I tend to live by a mantra: how you do anything is how you do everything. So when you're approaching these women, you tend to prattle and probably go off on different tangents in which you understand. I just wonder if they do. And so we live in a microwave society where the elevator speech is uberly important. So now she's a pretty woman, beautiful woman. There is attention from a bunch of different seekers. So how do you make your first impression?
That's the greatest question, and at the end of the day, to me, it's more of, and that's probably the point of it all. It's like, I wouldn't make a first impression. I'd allow my impression to stand. Whatever ends up happening, I'm not here to impress anyone exactly, but what I am here to do is show my value, so that what others can do is say, I seek that as value as well. You know what I mean? Versus I'm bigging up myself and saying, this is what's important about me, where I see what you mean. I don't know the word battle, but what you're saying is hitting tangents only based on stuff that I'm interested or particularly knowledgeable about. I understand what you're saying. I follow that, and I agree. It could be something that hinders my ability to lock something down.
Yeah, no, 100%. Great. Yeah, that's very important, and in terms of getting somebody's attention, especially in a fast-paced environment, it can be difficult, because people get turned on and off pretty quickly. Even in our conversations, right? We have a tendency to be long-winded. I think probably at this point, maybe the majority of us. Now, Sherelle, as an example, can be long-winded, but how she communicates holds people as attention, whether it be her being famous or infamous. They love her or they love to hate her, but either way, they tune in, right? She can keep people engaged while being long-winded. Most of us don't have that ability. And so it behooves us to be, succinct in our points. Right? But we don't understand that, so we tend to, be long-winded or pleonastic, because you make a good point, but it has too many words in it. You can eliminate probably half of those words, to make the same point.
By not making examples, probably. By not making 3 examples where one would have been fine.
I think that, yes. And in examples also, people get caught up on examples. I've noticed that. So then they'll start talking about the example as opposed to the reason why you used it, So people just kind of, bird-brained at times.
I love it, man, because it helps to kind of, like what you're saying. This is helpful, because at the end of the day, we need to decipher what is important about ourselves and what is useful, the strengths versus the weaknesses and things like that we can either cultivate or just run with, because at the end of the day, this is iron sharpening iron, steel sharpening steel, right? And you guys are up here just doing your thing, and I commend, you know, and respect the opportunity that you give others. And this is why I'm happy to do the same with, you know, I have my own podcast and all that kind of stuff, not important, but when it comes down to it, I do want to say my big idea is offering the support to people to do kind of whatever the heck they want to do.
Donated $20 through Super Chat. So back to the topic though.
Yeah, I'll get to the topic, because at the end of the day, I am kind of one of those deconstructors where I see whatever the heck you want to do as valuable somewhere and somehow. So let's figure out where those people are and get you to those people so that you guys can mesh, and then that could become its own little community. And then once they kind of find their footing, they can rise to another level of a community that then other communities could tap into, fractal that out, in and out, and, you know, we kind of build from there.
Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah. No, I got you for sure.
I think these conversations help to find those connective tissues, though. That's what I call them. It's like everyone has a heart philosophy, you know, a central nervous system that, you know, facilitates the progress or halts it, you know. So I think that a lot of people need to tap into that. Like, maybe your vocal response, maybe your somatic responses hinder your vocal patterns. So now you might start choking up or stuttering because what you want to say is important and you don't want to mess it up, but maybe you do sometimes. It could be even, and I'll end it here by conflating and
We know
just saying something stupid. I'll just say, this sounds stupid, but it could be, I think a stutter could be a light form of what could be an extreme Tourette's, you know, where it's an involuntary physical thing where, you know, I don't know, but it's just to each his own, and I want to appreciate people.
Flow focus. Now, here's the one thing about intelligence. It's conveyed through action mostly, right? One thing that people can do is process information in real time. So even when I gave you my recommendation, and I'm a professional content creator at this point, you acknowledged it and then ignored it. So I
right
think,
out the window.
Yeah, so I think that's very important.
I should actually write it down so I can look at it and say, he just said that. Let me try and do better.
Damn, man. I'm tired.
I'm like Ray Sean.
I'm tired, brother. Where'd she go? He must have walked off. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I don't think I'm missing these super chats. I appreciate everybody. I like the deconstructive aspect, you know, just to find out what was deconstructive and how we are deconstructive. You know, those are two distinct, but, you know, they definitely bleed into one another for sure. You know, the construct of which you live in, you know, can definitely be deconstructive. Your prescriptions can be deconstructive, right? Generally, the principle that Relly was conveying was treat people how you want to be treated, right? Don't use and abuse people. I think generally that modus operandi to do those things would be deconstructive, right? We start to get into nuances when we talk about specific topic areas, right? Because then we argue who is being used, right? But generally speaking, that premise on his face, pause, is accurate. That person is a deconstructive person, you know? Like, manipulation should be neutral, but most often it has a negative connotation, right? But like when I'm coaching the boys, you know, there's several different manipulation tactics I use to get the result. And then by the time they figure out it was a manipulation, they benefit from it too. So that's not, you know what I mean? But that's probably the least time it's used in a positive way. Like, they don't know why we keep doing this drill until they see the second half of the drill, then the third half. And then they get in their game and like, oh shit, no wonder why coach have us get so low, our legs start burning and shit. Yeah, thank you that my battery died. You know, because now when they got to get low in the game for 45 minutes, they're like, oh, okay, my legs ain't burning now because I do this ad nauseum, you know. So
getting in the rep.
Yep. Like there was one guy who came in the gym. We had to tie his hand to his face. You know, like shrink wrap it to his face because he keep dropping that hand and he keep getting a black eye. Yep. So now without the shrink wrap, his hand stays up there. He like, man, this is stupid. He crying, he mad, nobody care. Because we also went through it and it helped us too, right? But you don't explain that part. You just say, do the shit because I said so. Soft ass nigga. You know? And then when you take it off, he like, oh shit, yeah, thanks, coach. Yeah, we did it too. Oh, word. But you saved that to the end though, you know? So,
absolutely. I grew up with a father who taught like martial arts and stuff like that.
No, real shit. No, Flo. We gotta go, Flo. We gotta go. Hey, Flo. Any final thoughts, man?
Yo, listen. To be completely honest, this is my kind of conversation. You know, you guys are definitely along the lines of the real, revolutionaries of society, and I look forward to tapping in with y'all a lot more. Now, I'm part of the Discord and I'm listening in, but this is definitely my type of conversation. So thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. You already. Devin.
Yeah. I think the whole, women in leadership and conversation, how that works out, and that conversation also pushing itself into is the deconstruction based off just placating to people who we think are less than or victims based off their own choices? And is the actual correct answer the placation or deconstruction that we see, or just forcing them to adhere to what we know is the right answer? And I think we know the answer to that, so I'll leave it there.
What's the answer?
Stop placating, do the right thing. Stop coddling people because they're having to deal with a hard time. The hard time is what's going to make you stronger in the long run when it comes to mental toughness and stability.
Word. Okay. Cheek, you there? He's facing forward. He probably not. Is the chipmunk facing forward?
Yeah, his chipmunk mouth usually isn't like going up and down when he usually try to eat off camera.
Word. Probably at where he probably got up. What you think, bro?
It's crazy, bro. Okay, hey y'all. It's a great conversation. Thank everybody for coming, liking, supporting. Happy anniversary again, HAMP. I appreciate you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
When it comes to deconstruction, I am for the promotion of deconstruction. History is something that we didn't talk about. People are deconstructing history. One reason would be is just because we know the victors told the story, right? When it comes to deconstruction Christianity, I would tell y'all to go find some Israelites to help y'all deconstruct Christianity. Because y'all kind of get lost after y'all start deconstructing because y'all never had a good understanding of the Bible in the first place. So, I understand why Christianity needs to be deconstructed in all other systems. The pyramid that we live on now was definitely built on the backs of the people at the bottom. And as a person at the bottom, as a person who belongs to different sets of marginalized groups, yeah, niggas back hurt. So we do want to reset some things so that we'll be able to have better positions in life. I don't think it's about placating. I think it's about, hey, giving the opportunity to the most qualified person, regardless of their race, gender, creed, or sexual orientation. Let's see who's the most qualified and put them in their positions. So just to have everybody with a higher quality of life overall, unless you're like harmful to other people, which can be subjective depending on people's belief systems. I think whatever we have to do to make the world a better place, we need to do it, even if it means burning it all down and starting over.
Yeah, hey, Rel. The thing about our earlier conversation is I'm talking about a time in history, right? And it's disheartening that values have been minimized, you know? Technology, civilization, people comporting themselves appropriately for the most part, allows for ground that wasn't level to be level now, you know? And so since it is indeed level, at least mostly, right? You know, who is the best given the the current criteria, right? Based on the current criteria, who is the best? You know, because it is civilized. I just fear if anything drastic happens and we gotta go back to that, the more carnivorous nature, are people gonna be ready and willing to do so, you know? Will people get in line based on who's the most physical and best protector? Because if I gotta argue with Shorty about why she gotta get in back of me, we both gonna die in the process. And that can't happen. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, it's interesting. You know, I like watching like dystopian shows, like The Walking Dead and all that. And I hated the fucking wife on Walking Dead. I forget her name. I hated her, son. Rick's wife. What was her name? The one that was cheating with his mans. Or she thought he was dead, so she was sleeping with his mans. And she always has something to say. Mind you, the zombies was running early on. I'm like, yo, get the fuck, shut up. But all praise to the Most High, she got herself killed. Not everybody else. You know?
She died in birth.
I thought she got bit, though. She got bit. They saved Judah.
No, she died in birth. She bled out and died and turned into a zombie.
No, but she got bit, though. I thought maybe she didn't get bit. Lori. God damn, I hate Lori, bro. But yeah, even aside, I'm just...
Lori died because when she was giving birth, she bled out. And you know, okay.
I'm just glad she died. I don't give a damn. I'm just glad she died and didn't bring nobody with her. But
she was going to say you hated Michonne. I was about to say,
Michonne was straight. Michonne, listen. You know what I'm saying? Michonne was cool. And Michonne getting it popping. Lori was weak and all that. Just arguing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit used to be so annoying. I'm like, you in the way. I thought she had got bit.
That was a really good show, though. I did question what you said, because during that scene, there was the whole, oh no, I think they found out that you don't have to be bitten in order to turn into a zombie. Like, you know what I mean? I think that when she had the baby and then died, it was like, oh no, she's a zombie now, but she didn't get bit.
No, they told them that before they left Atlanta. They told them that the disease is in everybody. And that you have to, yeah. Because that's why her son had to shoot her. He knew she was going to turn into a zombie.
Oh yeah. Before we get off, I just got a quick question.
Yo.
Do you know who Truth and Purpose is in the chat?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can line that fight up for your next event.
Truth, do you want to box Devin?
I don't even know who he is, but I ain't scared of nobody.
He might.
You gotta be scared to get beat up, either.
That's a direct call out, though. No fluff.
I'm just putting it out there. You can move on. I'm just putting it out there, let it breathe.
Yeah, man. Just the thing is, don't be Lori, man. And I'm just afraid that'll happen because she was the boss at a group home. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Clear.
Indeed.
All clear. Like my man, clear. That's what you want to be, my man who's clear. Everything clear. Big ass clear across the...
Yeah.
You talking about Morgan?
And that's my guy, man. That's my dude.
And I say this, right? This is the thing about most of us not having prescriptions. it's only a conversation because most of us don't have the proper prescriptions. We've been given the game in a group of 80 books that we don't hearken to. So now we got to have conversations like this in the first place. So it's just interesting, man. When you include the apocryphal. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Jump in the Discord. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a oh shit.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And we out.
We out.